charges after getting arrested while filming the show last year. She admitted to a judge she participated in a massive telemarketing scheme for nearly a decade, starting in 2012, cheating thousands of people out of millions of dollars nationwide. Many were elderly. And Shaw says she knew it was wrong. She now faces up to 14 years behind bars. Monica Ricks, CBS News.
4 years after she died, Aretha Franklin's estate pays a big bill. In a new court filing, the late singer's heirs say $7.8 million has gone to the IRS. Leaves the door open to payments to Franklin's four sons. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Being here with Just Blinds in Prattville, your trusted source for all things quality and beauty when it comes to window treatments for your home. Well, no question, the summertime heat has arrived in full force. Let us at Just Blinds help you not only cool down your home and your outdoor living space, we'll also help you save money on those cooling bills. How do we do that? Easy. With the latest in energy-efficient shades and blinds, complete with a range of options for motorization and automation. Visit our Just Blinds showroom in Prattville or online at gojustblinds.com. And stay cool, everyone.
It's a fact. Guys hate going to the doctor. But when it comes to erectile dysfunction and low testosterone issues, men from all over Montgomery have been thrilled seeing Dr. Alderson and the providers at Montgomery Men's Health. Men all the way up to 95 years old have jump-started their sex drive and energy levels. Lots of men suffer with ED for years, but now they're able to enjoy sex again. Tom from Montgomery said, Montgomery Men's Health has changed my life. I have been able to be intimate with my wife for the first time in 5 years. She thought this problem was because of her, but the pills never worked for me. I had given up until I went to the clinic and realized there were more options for erectile dysfunction. Now I'm happy and my wife is happy. A visit for only $99. And that includes all testing, including a PSA and testosterone test. Give the guys at the clinic a call at 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. Or go to MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
Join Mark Patrick Seminars and lose the weight or stop smoking guaranteed for only $49.99. That's right, weight loss seminar Wednesday, July 27th at the Hilton Garden East in Montgomery. Time is 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Registration begins at 5 p.m. Stop smoking seminar starts at 8 p.m. Registration starts at 7:30 p.m.
Rob tried to manage his constipation with belly pain, discomfort, and bloating day after day. After realizing it was irritable bowel syndrome with constipation or IBS-C, he found another way and finally said yes to adding Linzess.
Linzess, or linaclotide, is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. Linzess works differently than laxatives. It lets you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2 years old. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. There could be more to your story with IBS-C. Talk to a doctor today. Say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS. Sponsored by AbbVie and Ironwood Pharmaceuticals.
Almost 3 million people use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthy. I'm Martin Hoke, and I invented Navage, the world's only nose cleaner that helps flush out airborne germs with powered suction. But what do doctors think about Navage? Here's Dr. Certified ear, nose, and throat specialist.
Most airborne allergens and
That
viruses
went on already?
through your nose. When
I hit
that
broadcast.
happens, it can cause congestion
Okay, I
and
guess it did.
irritation, and that just makes you feel miserable.
I'll
You
see
get
you,
cold,
you know,
sinus infection.
New York, New York.
Flushing your nose with a saline solution is the most effective way to flush all of those dangerous threats out of your nose. So now when patients come in my office, I tell them
Mac is back in town.
cases for overall good health and wellness.
And Navage is all natural.
And
right here at Navage.com, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath & Target. Navage.
Time to head for
Clean nose. Healthy
Golden Line.
Don't miss Sean Hannity
And the
Barely in Ears live this afternoon at 2 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Your WSFA First Alert weather forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Blindster. Need new blinds or shades? Blindster.com offers custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters shipped directly to you at big box retailers. Blindster blinds are easy to install and guaranteed to fit. And right now, save 45% off any order. Just use code RADIO at checkout. Blindster.com.
More scattered showers and thunderstorms anticipated as we head into our afternoon today. Not rain on everyone kind of setup, but enough that I think that we'll string together some decent rainfall, not only as we head through the day today,
that
the
is
next couple of days. The second half of the work week does look a little bit wetter. It also looks to be consistent temperature-wise. Upper 80s, low 90s.
Mac is back in town.
Raining and very, very muggy. And that's your first alert forecast. I'm WSFA meteorologist Amanda Curran on
A teachable spirit.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic. Brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. The River Bridge is slow right now, northbound due to construction, so please use caution. Atlanta Highway at Krispy Kreme, we've got an accident reported there. Pickup versus motorcycle, authorities are on scene.
And the clock.
Outside of that, interstate system moving.
Half past 6, babe.
No money down and your good credit gets you any vehicle on the lot at Reinhardt Used Car Super
Golden light.
It's all at Reinhardt Used Car Super Center on the East Boulevard. Buckle up, it's the law. The Montgomery Skywatch traffic is major delay.
You love your car, yes. But why are you not loving it with those tires that carry you and your
I don't know.
Auto Pros show some love with our super savings on tires. Chico's Auto Pro.
Good morning. I'm Bethany Davis in the WSFA 12 newsroom. Montgomery City and county leaders hope a new initiative will help the panhandling issue they've been trying to address for years. They're teaming up with the Central Alabama Community Foundation for the new Give Smart Montgomery campaign. The money raised will go directly to organizations that target homelessness, mental health challenges, and substance abuse. We place donation links within the story on WSFA.com. You can also donate by texting GIVE-MGM to 44321. The January 6th committee returns to Washington for another hearing into the attack on the Capitol this week. On the agenda, far right groups' involvement in the insurrection, including the Proud Boys and Oath Keepers. Coverage begins today at noon. And this weekend, the state hopes to help with your back-to-school expenses. Yes, it's that time of year again. From 12:01 Friday morning through Sunday night, Alabama will hold its back-to-school sales tax holiday. It includes most clothes and diapers, school supplies, computers, and much more. You have a complete list on WSFA.com.
There's nothing like hearing the songs you love on local radio with no subscriptions and no monthly fees. But there's a new bill in Congress that could stop the music. If passed, this bill would tax your local radio stations simply to play the music you love. Text LOCAL to 52886 and ask Congress to support local radio stations. Help us keep you connected to the music, local news, weather, and traffic that you need each day. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Baseball.
Baseball. Basketball. Soccer.
Tennis. No matter what your game is, defense matters. Same thing goes for COVID-19. Help protect yourself with a booster shot. Now recommended for people 5 years and older. Schedule an appointment as soon as you are eligible following completion of your primary series. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech.
MVP's bonus days are here for pros. For 12 days, pros save big and MVPs get even more. Because MVP's Pro Rewards members can earn bonus points to redeem for rewards. Earn points on every dollar spent up to $1,000. You get up to 3 times more points when you shop select brands and products. Find MVP's bonus day savings from July 11th to the 22nd in-store and online. Exclusively at Lowe's. Exclusively for pros. MVP's Pro Rewards program subject to program terms and conditions. Details at Lowe's.com/L/Pro Loyalty terms. Subject to change.
If you're struggling with weight and frustrated with dieting each and every year, Mark Patrick Seminars can help. Join the over 500,000 people who have attended Mark Patrick Seminars with weight loss results. Mark Patrick Seminars will be in Montgomery on Wednesday, July 27th. After the hypnosis, I wanted
In the clock stretched. Half past 6, babe.
And I don't think about reserves like I used to. Bridget, how much have you lost now? I lost a total of 83 pounds.
Holy cow.
It's easy, it's fun, very relaxing, and very successful. And I would just say go for it.
For only $49.99, lose all the way you want, 100% guaranteed. Wednesday, July 27th at the Hilton Garden Inn East in Montgomery. Seminar time is 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Registration begins at 5 p.m. Attend this program and find out how the power of hypnosis can help you achieve your weight loss goals. There's limited seating, so get there early. Learn more at markpatrickseminars.com.
The City of Montgomery Department of Cultural Affairs is calling all creative minds. The department exists to engage, enlighten, and elevate a diverse, inclusive cultural arts community. They're committed to strengthening and showcasing
It ain't easy.
and
It
individual
ain't.
cultural
It's
identities
hard.
in our hometown. To advance this cause, they're seeking individual artists, artisans, advocacy groups, schools, and avid patrons of the arts. If this is you, visit montgomeryal.gov and click on the Cultural Affairs
It ain't easy.
to be part of Montgomery's creative community.
Telling it like it
It ain't easy.
It's
Somebody got to do it.
Bongino
Might as
Show,
well be me.
weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
And here we go.
You need to reset, refocus on your day. The moment where you take a deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
Woo! And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It is another day that you're above the ground, and the ground's not above you. A lot to be thankful for. A lot to be said in that message this morning. Good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440. It is a great day to be alive. It is time for our daily bread. A word from on high to change your perspective or give you a new one. Either way, it's food for the soul, literally. Good morning. Today's daily bread is July the 12th, 2022 AD. Today's daily bread is simply entitled, A Teachable Spirit. Do you have one? Proverbs, our scripture insight today comes from Proverbs 1:1-7. Proverbs 1:5 says, let the wise listen and add to their learning, and let the discerning get guidance. Govern yourselves accordingly. And again, it is July the 12th. 2022 AD. It is a day that has never been, and like all the days before, it is a day that shall never, ever come again. You don't get a do-over. You don't get it back. You don't get to summon it from the past once it's gone. You don't get to come back and do all the things you should have done this day. But more importantly, you don't get a chance to come back to do the things you should have done. And you don't get a chance to undo what you do today. So whatever it is that you do, make sure that if tomorrow should be, you'll be proud of what you have done on this day, July the 12th, 2022 AD. If you lived a while, and I say this every morning because each day is a new one. Each day it's a second shot of getting it right. But if you've been around a while, you've seen, you've heard many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace of God and a lot of mercy thrown in, we may, I cannot guarantee it, we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day, this one. That is the first day of the rest of your life. What are you going to do about it? Well, whatever you do, make sure when you can, while you can, for as long as you can, until you can't, reach back and give somebody else a helping hand. Benjamin Elijah said, whatever you do in life, you should do it so well, no man living, no man dead, and no man yet to be born can do it any better. And I say, if that is the standard by which you live life, you'll always be successful. Oh, you'll fail at a thing or two. but you are never a failure until you quit. We say give out if you must, rest if you can, but you never quit. Because quitters don't win. And winners may fail at a thing or two. We all do. But don't ever quit. Don't ever, ever give up. Good morning, Montgomery. It's time to rise and shine. A teachable spirit. That is our daily bread for this day, July the 12th.
Welcome to today's encouragement from our daily bread. I'm Bill Crowder, and I titled today's devotional reading, A Teachable Spirit. It has become sadly normal to attack not only the opinions of others, but also the person holding the opinion. This can be true in the academic circles as well. For this reason, I was stunned when scholar and theologian Richard B. Hayes wrote a paper that forcefully took to task a work that he himself had written years earlier. In his book, Reading with the Grain of Scripture, Hayes demonstrated great humility of heart as he corrected his own past thinking, now fine-tuned by his lifelong commitment to learning. As the book of Proverbs was being introduced, King Solomon listed the various intents of this collection of wise sayings, but in the midst of those purposes, he inserted this challenge: let the wise listen and add to their learning, and let the discerning get guidance. Like the Apostle Paul, who claimed that even after following Christ for decades, he continued to pursue knowing Jesus, Solomon urged the wise to listen, to learn, and to continue to grow. No one is ever hurt by maintaining a teachable spirit. As we seek to continue to grow and learn about the things of faith and the things of life, may we allow the Holy Spirit to guide us into truth, that we might better comprehend the wonders of our good and great God. Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is from Proverbs chapter 1, verses 1 through 7. The Proverbs of Solomon, son of David, king of Israel, for gaining wisdom and instruction, for understanding words of insight, for receiving instruction in prudent behavior, doing what is right and just and fair, for giving prudence to those who are simple, knowledge and discretion to the young. Let the wise listen and add to their learning, and let the discerning get guidance, for understanding proverbs and parables, the sayings and riddles of the wise. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Let's pray. Loving God, remind us that we have much to learn about you and about life. Give us a humble, teachable spirit, that we might continually be growing in the grace and knowledge of Jesus. Thank you, Lord. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thanks for listening today. My name's Bill Crowder, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
All righty. It's time to rise and shine. Where's the general? She's calling. Okay. There she goes. There she goes. Come on now. Here we go.
All the way, gotta be rough and tough.
Rough and tough. Airborne. Every day we run to the sun.
No sweat.
Not yet. Down in a mess all on my knees. I got nothing to eat but a can of beans.
Nothing to eat but a can of beans.
The bread was moldy and the meat was bad.
The bread was molded and the meat was bad.
You know darn well that you can't eat that.
You know darn well that you can't eat that. Here we go.
Here we go.
All the way.
All the way.
Gotta be
rough
and tough.
Rough and tough.
Airborne.
Airborne. All the way.
All the way.
When I was young, I always wanted to be in the second airborne, easing a breeze. Now that I'm here, I'm gonna do it right. Jump from an aircraft while in flight.
All the way.
To all my paratrooper friends out there this morning, we love you. This one for you, baby. This one for you. Hurrah!
Airborne, airborne, all the way, driving on, driving on. early one morning.
In the frizzling rain, when I picked up my pair with shoes and boarded the plane. Jump master said 1 minute to go. Green light. Say it.
All the way, airborne, airborne, all the way.
Airborne. I hear Nimrod's out of town. Nimrod. Here we go.
All the way.
All the way.
Gotta be
rough and tough. Airborne. All the way. All right, it's time for PT. Gotta have my coffee. I'm only guy taking PT with a cup of coffee. What can I tell you? Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Somebody get the mayor, tell him out here.
Run a little, run some more. Run a little, run some more. Well, when your left
foot strikes the ground.
When your left foot strikes the ground. Well, let me
Hear the clapping sound. All right, here we go. Run the place. On the airborne. All the way. And up. And good. All the way to the sun. All the way. All the way. Everybody. All down. Everybody. Let me hear you. In the rear. Keep it tight. In the middle. Dress it right. In the front. Rock steady. Rough and ready. 80 deuce. Here we come. 80 deuce.
airborne. 80 mean.
Woo! Rough and tough.
Hey you.
How you feel? Feeling good.
All right.
Dynamite. Out of sight. Feeling good. Motivated. Dedicated. Wanna be. Airborne. Wanna be. Airborne. Woo! Okay, enough of that. Hey, I got my watch on. It keeps up with my steps, so I got to do PT in the morning to put some steps on this thing. Anyway, good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine. Now we pay homage to all of our armed forces of these United States: Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, and of course, Space Force. But along with those guys, the Montgomery Sanitation Department. Good morning, fellas. The Maintenance Department, the Police Department. Good morning, Daryl Albert. Good morning. The High Sheriff of Montgomery County, Alabama, which is what's his name again? Bailey. No, that's the DA.
Sheriff?
Derek Cunningham.
Cunningham.
Okay, I got him. I don't see him very much. I mean, I don't see the guy very much, Anyway, good morning to you. Did I forget anybody? Fire department. Oh, can't forget the fire department this morning. Can't forget them. Ambulance drivers. And the truck drivers. Because without the truck drivers, although I know you truck drivers now, y'all kind of making the price of food go up. I mean, what's up with that? But I got a solution to our inflation problem. I got a solution to it. And also, this segment is dedicated to all the people who go in when everybody else is running out. course, last but certainly not least, the United States Army. Come on to 50-50. Well, should I say Sergeant Major 50-50? Oh, you think it's over, right? Not yet. Okay, we got that. We get to that's coming Friday, T-Bo. That's coming Friday. We got that yesterday. We don't get that today. Although it's a good lesson actually. Okay, good morning. So here's what I have come up with. Okay, no, I can't tell you right now. But I have come up with. Sorry about that. My phone's making noise in the background. That's kind of like being in church. I was in church the other day, right? I had my iPad with me, and I wasn't doing that. I was looking at the Bible on the iPad, right? And the preacher was talking. And all of a sudden, my iPad said, "I don't understand." Out loud. And everybody started looking at me. I didn't say it. The iPad said it, not me. But anyway, that's a whole different story. We'll talk about that some other time. So I have come up with a plan for inflation. Guaranteed to work. But it's going to take some sacrifice from some of you people out there, okay? It's going to take sacrifice. Right? Now, when I come back, I'll tell you what the plan is. Okay, but I got a plan. To help us all with inflation. Okay? Because we're tired of it. We're tired of it. We don't want to pay it anymore. Okay, I'm just saying. So when we come back, we'll tell you what the plan is to help us with inflation. Okay, I'm just saying it's coming. Now nobody's thought about this but me, of course, because I have the biggest brain in Montgomery. I know the mayor sometimes suggests that my brain's kind of small, but okay, maybe on some subjects it is. But I have the plan for inflation. As soon as we come back, I'll let you know what it is. Okay. Tell all your friends, tell them to tune in. I'm going to help them save some money. All right? I'm going to help them save some money. I'll be right back. Oh, yeah. I'm waiting with bated breath. I know you are too. We'll be back.
First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Blindster. Do you need new blinds or shades? Blindster.com offers custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters shipped directly to you at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are easy to install and guaranteed to fit. Don't overpay for new blinds. Shop Blindster today and save big. Blindster.com.
More scattered showers and thunderstorms anticipated as we head into our afternoon today. Not rain on everyone set up, but I think that will string together some decent rainfall, not only as we head through the day today, but into the next couple of days. The second half of the work week does look a little bit wetter. It also looks to be consistent temperature-wise. Upper 80s, low 90s each and every day. A mix of sun and clouds when it's not actively raining, and very, very muggy. And that's your First Alert forecast. I'm WSFA meteorologist Amanda Curran on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking good. Nothing's being reported that would send you on an alternate route. You keep listening, and we'll keep you posted with the latest and the most accurate traffic conditions on the radio. Finishing up an accident, Atlanta Highway in front of Krispy Kreme, pickup versus motorcycle. An equity loan or cash-out refinance on your home may be just a phone call away. Call the company that answers their phone when you call. Call MCS in Wetumpka, 567-9000. That's 567-9000. NMLS 232-876. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
You love your car, yes? But why are you not loving it with those tires that carry you and your family everywhere? Let Chico's Auto Pros show some love with our super savings on tires. Chico's Auto Pros.
A Valorant team is currently shocking the scene, and they're not from the most popular region. South Korean team DRX has won all 7 of their matches in the Korea Valorant Champions Tour without even dropping a map. This feat is rarely heard of in Valorant, and DRX proves that teams outside of North America and Europe are starting to rise to greater heights. If DRX continues this pace, the team will be playing in the Valorant Masters event in Copenhagen in July.
The latest esports and gaming news. Find it online at checkpointxp.com.
Desmona's thrift store is the spot for killer vintage finds.
Oh, that looks fabulous on you. Hey, can you register?
But her sales clerk situation feels pretty threadbare.
Well, yeah, let me clear out that fitting room.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. We instantly connect you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Earn up to $500 in sponsored job credits by conducting interviews on Indeed. Visit Indeed.com/credit. Terms and conditions apply.
It's a fact. Guys hate going to the doctor. But when it comes to erectile dysfunction and low testosterone issues, men from all over Montgomery have been thrilled seeing Dr. Alderson and the providers at Montgomery Men's Health. Men all the way up to 95 years old have jump-started their sex drive and energy levels. Lots of men suffer with ED for years, but now they're able to enjoy sex again. Tom from Montgomery said, Montgomery Men's Health has changed my life. I have been able to be intimate with my wife for the first time in 5 years. She thought this problem was because of her, but the pills never worked for me. I had given up until I went to the clinic and realized there were more options for erectile dysfunction. Now I'm happy and my wife is happy. A visit for only $99, and that includes all testing, including a PSA and testosterone test. Give the guys at the clinic a call at 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. Or go to MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
Hey, this is Lisa Stofan. Heard the Mark Patrick weight loss hypnosis hype? Well, I attended because my father stopped smoking with hypnosis. Hypnosis eliminated my desire for soda and fast food, made me want to exercise, and I lost 60 pounds in 6 months. My energy level exploded. I went to another session to deal with some other problem foods, and I lost another 10 pounds. In fact, I brought my husband. He lost weight. More important, cholesterol and blood pressure improved. My friend went, and she lost 20 pounds in the first 2 months. So does Mark Patrick hypnosis work? Oh yeah, it works. Nothing has changed my life more. Well, except maybe my husband. He's so proud of me. Makes me cry.
That is
ain't that nice?
What are you waiting for? Join Mark Patrick seminars and lose the weight or stop smoking, guaranteed for only $49.99. That's right. Weight loss seminar Wednesday, July 27th at the Hilton Garden Inn East in Montgomery. Time is 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Registration begins at 5 p.m. Stop smoking seminar starts at 8 p.m. Registration starts at 7:30 p.m.
Here in the South, the summer heat can be brutal. The work on your property never is. You need equipment that's fast, efficient, and versatile. That's exactly what you get with John Deere equipment from Sunsaddle. Like the easy-to-use John Deere 3025E tractor with loader starting at only $295 a month. So you'll beat the heat, plus you'll save time and money. For quality John Deere equipment, come see us at Sunsaddle. Equipment for those that do.
Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Expires July 30th, 2022.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
If you haven't switched to Metashare yet, two big reasons to at least consider it and why it makes so much sense right now. Number one's inflation, which is just affecting everything. It makes sense to say, okay, where can I actually save? Well, you could save a lot in one fell swoop if you switch to Metashare. The typical family saves $500 a month. Secondly, their conscience. Metashare members aren't forced to pay for things they don't support or believe in, and that's a big deal for a lot of people right now. They want their money to actually help people. And one more reason, you can trust Metashare. It's been the gold standard for healthcare sharing for more than 25 years. It works, and members love it too. It has double the customer satisfaction rating compared to health insurance. So now's a great time to consider making the switch, and they're very easy to talk to. Metashare has great customer service. You can even get a price within 2 minutes. Here's the number. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Your local radio stations are here for you. No subscriptions or monthly fees necessary. We're here to give you the news, weather, and traffic you need, and the music you love. But if the foreign-owned record labels get their way, it could stop the music. They want Congress to force radio stations to pay them more money, simply to play their music. Don't let radio go silent. Text LOCAL to 52886 and tell Congress to protect local radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Telling it like it really is.
That's the fact, Jack!
It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
Okay.
You can.
Okay. All right. Good morning. All right. I got before I get to the cure for inflation, that I think is fake inflation. It's fake. It's fake. But we're gonna. I mean, the consequences of it are not fake. Because I used to go in the store and just put stuff in the basket. Now I can't do that right now. Now I got to look at the price of it first. See, well, I know whether I should put it back or not. See, I used to just buy Z kind of stuff. Just, hey, man, what you want? Throw it in the basket. Now we don't do the throw it in the basket thing anymore. But I got a plan. I have a plan for this. So I'm going to share with you guys. There's another story hit my desk last night. Something about the police in Millbrook. But we'll get to all that in due time here. In due time. Got a guest coming up at 7:30. Medical guy. He does some kind of therapy with veterans and things like that. I just thought he was supposed to be here yesterday, but I got it kind of mixed up there a little bit. So yeah, but it's not the first time that ever happened to me. So I always get it mixed up. I need a secretary is what I need. So when I get done, I'm going down on the corner, sit in the corner and pout and tell my boss I need a producer. Okay, I'm just going to tell you, I need somebody to take the messages and write it down. Because when you're a celebrity like me, it's very difficult to talk to everybody. Okay, that you talk to. Okay, just hundreds of people a day I got to talk to. Give my address, give my autograph, and all that kind of thing. Okay, I'm just saying. So it's kind of difficult to remember everybody. But first of all, before I give you the solution to inflation, now it's gonna require a little bit of sacrifice. Now, if you're not willing to sacrifice anything, then forget about it. You are going to be a slave to the people, to the big bosses for the rest of your life. You gotta be willing to sacrifice something like me. Okay, but I'll tell you about that. Anyway, first of all, good morning to you. All right, lessons of life and the word of the day. The word of the day means to conspire or plot. Now, this is you didn't hear this word until Donald Trump got in office, and everybody tried to use this word on the man like he was some kind of spy. But the word is collude. Okay, C-O-L-L-U-D-E. Okay, not aptitude. I said collude. Okay, to conspire or plot. They lied on that man for 4 years. 4 years they lied on the guy. Okay, I'm just lying. I mean, you didn't think public servants would lie like that? Yeah, they did. But anyway, the word collude. So now you know what it means to conspire or plot. Now, the lesson of life today is a very simple one. It's a very, very, very simple lesson of life today. And if you don't get this, then you probably should turn off the radio and go back to sleep. Okay, because if you don't get this one, then there's no hope for you. I mean, there's probably we got a basket right now with your name on it, and a cup, so we can go out there and start panhandling. However, the city the city somewhat dealt with panhandling yesterday, but not really. They put some lip service on it, but nowhere in that press conference did anybody say we're going to make it illegal to do this. Okay, but that's okay. That's all right. They played lip service, but they really didn't do it. Okay, but I'll get to that later on. Okay, if I have time today, we'll get to the so-called panhandling thing in a little bit here. Okay, anyway, so what are the lessons of life today? There's but only one way not to fail at something in life. There's only one guarantee that you won't fail. Anybody knows what that is? Only one guarantee that you won't fail. Now, who just called me already? They know I don't take calls this morning. Wait a minute, let me see this. Who's this? Now you know I don't take calls this time of day. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Don't conclude and include none of that.
Oh. Okay. So why would somebody run over their wife in Millbrook?
Find out who he was. I had seen a picture of him on TV.
Okay. Well, now there was a guy in Greenville whose wife got hit by the woman she was arguing with a car. But that's a whole different story. We won't get into that right now. I gotta get there. But I appreciate it. Okay. So there's only one way not to fail in life at something. There's only one way. There is no there's only one way. Only one way. Does anybody know what way that is? Okay. So nobody knows, right? Of course you know. Of course you do. But there's only one way guaranteed that you won't fail at something in life. And the only way to guarantee it, that you don't try. That's the only way. We all have failed at something. But it is not failure. It is not failure that destroys us. It is not getting back up and trying again that does. Okay? I'm just saying. So that's a lesson like today. The only way, if you walk past any human being going down the street today, over the age of 15, 20, over the age of 13, 14, 15 years, they have failed at something. Okay? Nobody gets out of life not failing at something. There's only one way that you will not fail at something. You don't try anything. So keep trying. Keep getting up. Keep getting up. All right. Now, today is July the 12th. It is the 193rd day. There's 172 days left in this year. It was on this day, in 1984, wherever I was. That was a brag. Democratic presidential candidate Walter F. Mondale announced his choice for. I didn't pay politics no attention during 1980. The 80s. I just didn't pay no attention. I didn't make any. I didn't know who was running for office in South Bend. I didn't care. U.S. Representative Geraldine A. Ferraro of New York to be his running mate. Ferraro was the first woman to run for vice president on a major party ticket. The year was 1812. United States forces led by General William Hull entered Canada during the War of 1812 against Britain. However, Hull retreated shortly thereafter to Detroit. Yeah, look, and the way Detroit looks now, looks like they're still there. 1862, during the Civil War, President Abraham Lincoln signed a bill authorizing the Army's Medal of Honor. In 1909, the House of Representatives joined by the Senate in passing the 16th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, allowing for a federal income tax. Submitted it to the states. It was declared ratified in the year 1913. Nobody asked the taxpayer if they wanted it, though. 1957, which was a good year for me. That's why I came up on the scene. President Dwight David Eisenhower was flown by helicopter from the White House to a secret mountaintop location as part of a drill involving a mock nuclear attack on Washington. The year was 1960. The Etch and Sketch. Anybody remember that? The Etch and Sketch magic screen draw. I had one. Yeah, I did. I had one. Was invented by French electrician Andre. And no sense we trying to kill this guy's last name, so we just call him Andre. It was first produced by Ohio Art Company. The year was 1962. The Rolling Stones played their first ever gig, the Marquee, in London. 1965, the Beach Boys single California Girls was released by Capitol Records. 1967, on this day, rioting erupted in Newark, New Jersey, over the police beating of a black taxi driver. 26 people were killed. In the 5 days of violence that followed. 1974, President Richard M. Nixon signed a measure creating the Congressional Budget Office. Former White House aide John Ehrlichman and 3 others were convicted of conspiring to violate the civil rights of Daniel Ellsberg, former psychiatrist. 1991, a Japanese professor, no sense messing up his name, but I'm trying to get it. Hitoshi, I got his first name. The last name, we're just going to leave that alone. Who had translated Solomon Rushdie's The Satanic Verses, was found stabbed to death 9 days after the novel's Italian translator was attacked in Milan. Some of those books in that part of the way, you just don't leave that alone, I tell you. In 1994, President William Bly Clinton, visiting Germany, went to the eastern sector of Berlin, the first U.S. president to do so since Harry Truman. The year was 2003. The USS Ronald Reagan, the first carrier name for a living president, was commissioned in Norfolk, Virginia. USS Ronald Reagan. 11 years ago, President Barack Obama awarded the Medal of Honor to Sergeant First Class Leroy Arthur Petrie, who lost his right hand after grabbing a live grenade to save his comrades in Afghanistan. A memorial service for former First Lady Betty Ford in Palm Desert, California, was attended by Michelle Obama, Hillary Rodham Clinton, Rosalind Carter, and former President George W. Bush. It was also on this day 6 years ago that President Barack Obama visited Dallas, where 5 police officers were killed the previous week by black men seeking vengeance for police killing. So he's gonna kill somebody too. Okay. Obama said a week of deeply troubling violence seemed to expose the deepest fault lines in our democracy. First of all, we don't have a democracy. I don't know why every president says the word democracy. We don't have a democracy. We just don't have one. I don't know why they use that word. Hey, does anybody ever correct them? But insisted the nation was not as divided as it seemed. Well, we are now. With hugs and handshakes, Bernie Sanders endorsed Hillary Clinton for president during an appearance in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. And 2 years ago, Florida set a national record with more than 15,500 confirmed COVID-19 cases reported in a day. 21 people suffered minor injuries in an explosion and fire aboard a Navy amphibious assault vehicle, the USS Bromine, or close to it, Bohummy. Whatever the hell that word is. Okay, I don't know what that word is. B-O-N, Bonhomme. B-O-N-H-O-M-M-E. Anybody know how to pronounce that? I'm not a Navy guy. I don't know. We just can't. Why can't we give U.S. destroyers names like Fred and Jack? I mean, those are easy to pronounce. Anyway, the USS Bohummy, Richard, at a naval base in San Diego. San Diego used to be one of the prettiest cities in America. The fire would burn for more than 4 days. Actor Kelly Preston, whose films included Jerry Maguire and twins, died at the age of 57 2 years ago. Okay, and after, let me see, and after a 2-year battle with breast cancer, word of her death came from her husband, John Travolta. Today's birthdays, not that anybody cares. Christine McVie, 78, never heard of her. Denise Nichols, I know Denise Nichols, she was on TV, 77. Songwriter Butch Hancock at 76. Fitness guru Richard Simmons is 73. Walter Egan is 73. And anybody else worth mentioning here? Cheryl Ladd is, wow. Cheryl Ladd is 70? Wow. Wow. Gospel singer Ricky McKinney is 69. Country singer Julie Miller is 65. Gospel singer Sandy Patty is 65. Actor Mel Harris is 65. 65 seems to be like a good year. Actor Buddy Foster is 64. Rock guitarist Dan Murphy of Soul Asylum is 59 years old. Country singer Shannon Lawson is 48. CBS Newsman Jeff Glor is 46. And actor Anna Frio is 45. Tracy Spencer is 45. Actor Allison Wright is 45. Senator Kristen Sinema, a Democrat from Arizona, is 45. Okay. Anything else? Okay, nothing else? All right, good. Okay, I don't see. Okay, oh, here's one. Actor Taronda Jones is 33. Golfer N.B. Park is 33. Actor Melissa O'Neill is 33. Actor Rachel, forget the last name. Brosnahan. Yeah, Brosnahan. Oh, close to it. Is 31. Actor Eric Persullivan is 30. Olympic gold medalist gymnast Jordan Weber is 26. and Nobel Peace Prize laureate Malala, and no sense me trying to mess with her last name because anyway, she's 24. Yousafzai, close to it. Anyway, those are some of the birthdays that have going on today. Okay, here is the solution for inflation. First of all, now I will admit to you that I went to sleep in some of those math classes, so I may have lost something in translation because math just bored me to tears until I actually learned how to add. Then I kind of liked it, but I may have went to sleep on it. Okay, inflation. At the bottom line, at the base core, at the fundamental rudimentary core of inflation is greed. Does anybody disagree with that? Okay, you can call me now. I want to have a conversation. Okay, it's greed. Okay, why should my rent go up just because gas went up? See, why should that happen? Okay, it's greed. So then now you have these economists who say that, well, it's supply and demand. I'm not buying that. Then you sell your supply that you have and you don't have anymore because you're going to run out anyway. But they're going to make as much money as they can while they're running out. See, because if you have limited supply, taking the price of an item up does not give you more supply. It merely makes you raise the cost of that, but you're still going to run out. So the supply and demand, the theory of supply and demand, okay, that's a bunch of crap, okay? Especially if you are in charge of the supply. So if you're in charge of the supply, okay, then you can hold back on the supply until the demand becomes greater, and you could take the price up, okay? It's greed. At its basic core, inflation is greed. Okay, it's greed. That's all it is. Okay, because if that wasn't it, then just share your supply, sell your supply, and then you're out of it because you're going to run out anyway. If you have a limited supply, you're going to run out anyway. So who says that you just because you have a limited supply means you have to? And see, this is where my Libertarian Party, I love most of their stuff, but this is where the Libertarian Party, we don't quite agree on this. Okay, and just because you have money doesn't mean that you get to run everything, but you do. But they do. We know they do. We know they do. But I'm just saying. So at the fundamental core of inflation, somebody's being greedy. Okay? Somebody wants to make money because if it's about supply and demand, just because you sell it for more money doesn't mean you're going to get any more supply. I mean, that is fundamental economics. That is fundamental math. I got 100 chickens. I got 100 chickens. I got the only 100 chickens in town. And you know, we like chicken, right? Barbecue chicken, fried chicken, baked chicken, chicken and greens, chicken and cornbread. I mean, we like chicken, right? We like this. So yesterday, the chicken was $2 per chicken. But today, those same chickens is $12 because I know I have the only chickens in town. Now, I'm not going to get any more chickens. So I have found a way to charge you more money, okay, and rip you off because I got the only chicken. So he's got the supply. He determines the demand, and he also determines what he wants for the demand. I mean, so it's greed. Okay. Now I'm waiting for anybody to tell me that I'm wrong. Okay, tell me, because supply and demand is a flawed theory. It really is. It's a flawed theory. I'm sorry. I'm not going for that. So inflation is people being greedy. Okay, that's what it is. It is people being greedy. Okay, I don't care what anybody says. That's what it is. It's people being greedy. Okay, so I'm not a greedy guy. Okay, I'm not. I'll share what I got with you if. But now, if you want to give me some money for it, then that's a whole different ballgame. I'm just saying. Anyway, time's up. I'm just saying, maybe So, but I got a solution for inflation. Now I told you what inflation was. When I come back, I'll tell you the solution for it. We'll be back.
Your WSFA 12 News Update on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, I'm Bethany Davis in the WSFA 12 newsroom. Montgomery City and county leaders hope a new initiative will help the panhandling issue we've been trying to address for years. They're teaming up with the Central Alabama Community Foundation for the new Give Smart Montgomery campaign. The money raised will go directly to organizations that target homelessness, mental health challenges, and substance abuse. We've placed donation links within the story on WSFA.com. You can also donate by texting GIVE MGM to 44321. The January 6th committee returns to Washington for another hearing into the attack on the Capitol this week. On the agenda, far-right groups' involvement in the insurrection, including the Proud Boys and Oath Keepers. Coverage begins today at noon. And this weekend, the state hopes to help with your back-to-school expenses. Yes, it's that time of year again. From 12:01 Friday morning through Sunday night, Alabama will hold its back-to-school sales tax holiday. It includes most clothes and diapers, school supplies, computers, and much more. You have a complete list on WSFA.com.
News Radio 1440 is WLWI AM and 95.1.
This is the CBS World News Roundup, sponsored by Rocket Mortgage.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez in New York. The Biden administration says federal law takes precedent over state law when it comes to pregnant women whose lives are at risk. It's ordering all states to provide abortions in those cases. Health Secretary Javier Becerra.
In order to save her life, that woman is entitled to get the care she needs. That could include an abortion, even in a state that says it bans abortion.
Loyola law professor Lori Levinson.
Under the federal law, if they face an emergency health situation, they're supposed to provide treatment. On the other hand, the states are saying, if we don't agree with you that this was enough of an emergency, you might face civil or criminal consequences.
There will be another public hearing on the January 6th attack today. Correspondent Scott McFarland is on Capitol Hill.
January 6th committee member Jamie Raskin says they will focus on the movement of the hundreds, if not thousands of people unlawfully on Capitol grounds January 6th, and the role played by far-right groups that day.
And the mobilization of an armed violent mob.
President Biden takes off for a politically delicate trip to the Middle East tonight. CBS's Christina Ruffini from the White House.
First, the president will leave this evening and start his trip in Israel, where he's going to assure leaders there of America's steadfast support. Then he's headed to Saudi, a country candidate Biden once said should be treated as a pariah after the 2018 killing and dismembering of Washington Post journalist Jamal Khashoggi.
Police in Southern California say 2 people were killed, 3 wounded in robberies at 6 different 7-Eleven stores yesterday. They're looking for a lone gunman they believe responsible for at least 3 of the attacks. Jim Hirsch's son, a clerk at the store in Brad, is among the dead.
I am so angry at this. I never thought all this commotion in the world right now would affect me, but it's under my breath.
Firefighters in Northern California say a wildfire that's been threatening the ancient sequoias at Yosemite is now 22% contained. Fire Information's Nancy Philippe.
Everyone is spread out throughout this entire part of the park and really just putting priority on protecting the community of Wawona.
Guess who's been around for 60 years? Their first show, 6 decades to the day.
The Rolling Stones have been fending off questions about aging since the beginning.
Can you picture yourself at the age 60 doing what you do now? Yeah, easily, yeah.
The band members may be pushing 80, but 60 years on those hard-driving rock and roll numbers still evoke youth and freedom to generations of fans.
CBS's Vicki Barker from London. This is CBS News.
Presented by Rocket Mortgage. Whether you're looking to purchase a new home or refinance yours, Rocket Mortgage can help you get there. For home loan solutions that fit your life, Rocket can.
If you haven't switched to Medi-Share yet, 2 big reasons to at least consider it and why it makes so much sense right now. Number one's inflation, which is just affecting everything. It makes sense to say, okay, where can I actually save? Well, you could save a lot in one fell swoop if you switch to Medi-Share. The typical family saves $500 a month. Secondly, your conscience. Medi-Share members aren't forced to pay for things they don't support or believe in, and that's a big deal for a lot of people right now. They want their money to actually help people. And one more reason, you can trust Medi-Share. It's been the gold standard for healthcare sharing for more than 25 years. It works, and members love it too. It has double the customer satisfaction rating compared to health insurance. So now's a great time to consider making the switch, and they're very easy to talk to. Medishare has great customer service. You can even get a price within 2 minutes. Here's the number. Call 866-88-BIBLE. That's 866-88-BIBLE. 866-88-BIBLE.
A doctor in California wants to start a floating abortion clinic.
The doctor plans to open the clinic on a giant vessel in the Gulf of Mexico. The clinic would operate in federal waters, which means it would be out of reach of state laws and would offer everything from surgical abortion to contraception and other care. It would also be inspected by the Coast Guard and have helicopter access for transport and emergencies. But so far, this idea is just in a fundraising stage. They're still working on details, including where this giant boat would dock and how women would get there. Monica Ricks, CBS News.
Amazon is hoping to make up for slumping sales today and tomorrow. Prime Days could lure back Prime members and others who haven't been spending as much as they were during the height of the pandemic. Now Amazon says it has too many workers and too much warehouse space to pay for. The company kicked off its Deal Day for subscribers in 2015. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/trial. That's ZipRecruiter.com/trial.
The economy is heading for a total disaster. The Fed must choose between a stock market and housing market crash or hyperinflation high. This is Stephen K. Bannon, and I urge you to diversify your retirement savings into physical gold today. To help you get started, my friends at Birch Gold have created a free information kit on gold IRAs. To get your free copy, just text Safeguard to 989898. There's no obligation or purchase required. Again, that's Safeguard to 989898.
Join Mark Patrick seminars and lose the weight or stop smoking guaranteed for only $49.99. That's right, weight loss seminar Wednesday, July 27th at the Hilton Garden East in Montgomery. Time is 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Registration begins at 5 p.m. Stop smoking seminar starts at 8 p.m. Registration starts 7:30 p.m.
It's a fact. Guys hate going to the doctor. But when it comes to erectile dysfunction and low testosterone issues, men from all over Montgomery have been thrilled seeing Dr. Alderson and the providers at Montgomery Men's Health. Men all the way up to 95 years old have jump-started their sex drive and energy levels. Lots of men suffer with ED for years, but now they're able to enjoy sex again. Tom from Montgomery said, Montgomery Men's Health has changed my life. I have been able to be intimate with my wife for the first time in 5 years. She thought this problem was because of her, but the pills never worked for me. I had given up until I went to the clinic and realized that there were more options for erectile dysfunction. Now I'm happy and my wife is happy. A visit for only $99, and that includes all testing, including a PSA and testosterone test. Give the guys at the clinic a call at 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. Or go to MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
If you haven't switched to Medishare yet, 2 big reasons to at least consider it and why it makes so much sense right now. Number one is inflation, which is just affecting everything. It makes sense to say, okay, where can I actually save? Well, you could save a lot in one fell swoop if you switch to Medishare. The typical family saves $500 a month. Secondly, your conscience. Medishare members aren't forced to pay for things they don't support or believe in, and that's a big deal for a lot of people right now. They want their money to actually help people. And one more reason, you can trust Medishare. It's been the gold standard for healthcare sharing for more than 25 years. It works, and members love it too. It has double the customer satisfaction rating compared to health insurance. So now's a great time to consider making the switch, and they're very easy to talk to. Medishare has great customer service. You can even get a price within 2 minutes. Here's the number. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Now you can hear me live every afternoon. It all starts at 2, and it's all happening right here on News Radio 1440.
All righty then.
Over by
to spend the night. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Our show has been brought to you this hour by JL Lane Truck and Auto. JL Lane Truck and Auto. Now, if you want to find some cars, you need a nice pre-loved car. We won't say used, pre-loved car. Okay. You know, you want to give up those heels and get yourself some wheels? Well, go to jllanetruckandauto.com. Take a look at some of the inventory. All the inventory is not there, but most of it is. Go there and check it out, jllanetruckandauto.com. Or you can call them 272-4313. That's jllanetruckandauto.com. All one word, jllanetruckandauto.com. Online inventory, buy here, pay here. Don't worry about the credit thing. Don't worry. They're not going to hold your past against you as long as you're more concerned about your future. Okay? Mr. Lane is a great guy. He'll sit down and talk with you, get your story, and then they'll work with you. Okay? Again, 272-4313. Now, they still got that Lexus over there. Now, they got the Lexus over there that we're trying to get rid of it. Okay? Because I need them. And now, we got some more cars. We got some more? Well, let me see. What else we got over there? Okay. And that 1998 Lincoln Continental, which is a classic. Somebody need to get that car. Okay. Blue. I mean, you could actually be. I mean, you want to play. You want to Uber. Everybody would like to get in a Lincoln. I mean, Lincoln just ride good. And the 1998 Lincoln, it's a classic. You'll be next thing you know, be putting all the other Uber people out of business. Okay? People want to ride. You know, we don't want to get crunched in no little bitty car. Yeah, get the Lincoln. Okay. It's a classic. All right. Also, they got a 2007 Nissan Xterra, 2011 Hyundai Accent. They got a 2009 GMC Canyon truck. They got a Toyota 4Runner. Don't exactly know what that is. And a beautiful 2003 Lincoln Town Car. I'm just telling you, it is a great place to do business. And again, buy here, pay here place. So you don't have to worry about convincing the guy with the ring that you're worthy of one more shot. Mr. Lane will give you that try. Okay, they'll trust you. Okay? Just sit down with him, tell him your story. He'll listen to you, and I guarantee you can do some business with him. Okay, I'm just that. 272-4313. If you're tired of the heels and you want some wheels, that's where you need to go. JL Lane Truck and Auto at 208 Gun Road. That number one more time, 272-4313. 272-4313. All right. Good morning to you. Okay. What else is going on? Okay. Now I'm gonna tell you guys before I get into anything. I'm gonna tell you guys how to beat inflation. Because I got a guest coming up at 7:30, so I don't want to get into anything heavy. But here's what you're gonna have to do. Now it's gonna take some sacrifice. So here's what I plan. First of all, the light bill is too high. Okay? The water bill is too high. Groceries, it's too high. It's all too high. So here, but they know that we need a place to stay. We got to have some food, and we got to have some lights. Well, here's what I'm suggesting. Being the soldier that I am, or was, well, I always will be one. Here's my suggestion. First of all, let's stop buying groceries. Okay? Let's just cut it out. Don't buy no more groceries. Okay? Make your own food. Okay? Make your own food. Don't buy groceries. Okay? Use the groceries. Now think about this. How many of us, and I'm gonna raise my hand, how many of us got food in the freezer been there for a year? How many of us got canned stuff, been in the cabinet, been there for a couple of years? I did. Matter of fact, the other day, we pulled a can of pineapples out of the thing, and they've been there for so long that all the water evaporated, or evaporated. How do you say that? So let's go on a month, okay, 1 month without buying groceries. Okay? Let's eat what's in the house. Don't buy no new meat and go to meat diet. Don't buy meat. Okay? I'm just saying, don't buy meat. And here's another thing. Don't buy gas. Don't do it. Walk to work. Get a bike. Get a 10-speed. Don't let them misuse us. Okay? All right? Don't take a bath. Don't take a shower. Save the water. And whatever you do, whatever you do. If it gets really bad in the house, okay, you might take a shower. But don't water the grass. Okay, don't do it. Don't give your hard-earned money. When the Lord wants water, he'll send rain. Okay, so I'm just saying, these are shortcuts to protesting, because at the end game of inflation, it's about greed. It's just greed. People want to get more money, and they know. But I tell you, all right, here's another thing. Okay, so don't buy any more groceries for a month. All right, don't pay the mortgage, and don't pay the rent. Okay, now they don't have a place to put everybody, and it'll take them 90 days to get. It'll take them 90 days to get you in court anyway. And it looks like COVID's coming, so coming back. So I'm just saying, we have got to be willing to sacrifice something in order to handle this inflation thing. Okay, because again, I don't see why in the world gas going up, why my light bill going up. I can't figure that out. Okay. And let's not even talk about electric cars. Electric cars take fuel in order to produce the electricity. So now they're going to talk you guys into going electric, and then you're going to find yourself like California has found itself, that the grid cannot handle it. So don't be no idiot and run downtown and grab yourself an electric car, and then you're going to find you and the car both going to be at home, okay? But then again, so we need to protest. We got to protest. If you guys let them keep bending you over, okay, it's gonna continue. Okay, so don't buy any groceries for a month. Now, when I say don't pay the mortgage, I mean, put the money up somewhere, because sooner or later you're going to have to pay it. Okay, but don't buy groceries for a month. Okay, and don't buy any gas. Okay, don't buy any gas. Catch the bus. You just got to get out there a couple hours early to make sure it gets there. All right, I'm just saying. So you might want to think about those solutions to the problem of inflation. These people are just greedy. They're just greedy. They're trying to rip us off. They ain't trying to rip us off. They are. Again, we're not paying the chickens anymore. So why is chicken going up? I went to Popeyes the other day. Chicken ain't going up. Okay, but now they keep telling me that they don't have any workers. So which means that payroll is down. So if the payroll is down, why is the chicken going up? See, somebody is greedy. They're trying to rip us off. I'm just telling you. That's where it goes. Okay. Good morning. Who's this? Good morning.
Is this going to be a somewhat peaceful protest, or is this going to be involving burning, shooting, and killing people?
No burning, shooting, and killing, because that just hurts us all. So no, except we might be burning some chicken in the backyard, because we won't be. We ain't gonna be paying no electricity, so all the lights gonna be off in town. Yeah. Yeah, the only thing gonna get killed is a couple chickens and a pig, maybe. That's about it. Yeah.
So you mean in this protest, I can't go to Starbucks and
No.
$5?
No. See, they waiting for you. See, they know there's gonna be somebody like you out there that wants to come. Don't do it. Don't give in. Okay.
And I can't go to McDonald's.
No.
I can't go to
No. Make your
How am I going to survive?
Make your own chicken. Okay, cook your own chicken. Or get together. And listen, act like it's a 4th of July every day. Throw the grill out in the backyard, get some charcoal, and have a great time. But do not turn on the light. So when it gets dark outside, go to sleep.
So you talking about going old school?
Real old school. Like when I was coming up, we couldn't afford to pay the light bill. We learned how to get around in the dark.
You might need to explain this to the millennials, because they might not be able to grab a hold to it.
Yeah, that's the only problem there. See, they never known sacrifice. So therefore, it's going to be something new to them. Absolutely. But if you've been born poor, you know how to deal with it.
Well, you might start off slowly with them and show them, tell them about a can of Spam. and ease them into it, so it won't be a big shock.
Yeah, and you know, I always keep a can of Spam in the cabinet just for such an emergency. Just for such an emergency, you know. So I'm just telling we've got to do something so people won't keep ripping us off. So I'm willing to sacrifice. So are you with me or what? That's all I need to know. Are you with me? Okay.
I'm with you, and I think we need to make it the million hungry folks.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. If we're real hungry, we won't be able to march. Okay. So what about? Yeah.
Then people will contribute to the cause. See?
Well, they might. They might. I'll be in charge of getting the chicken to us. Okay.
Here's how you got history of being able to provide food for large masses of people.
Right.
And I will get involved because I know you know how to do it.
Absolutely. Okay. So then now we are appreciate. We are on the road to changing things. So anybody else out there willing to get on this thing? Okay. Don't buy groceries for a month. Don't do it. Just don't do it. And don't pay the light bill. Let the house go dark. Okay? Just open the windows when it gets light outside and, you know, get some hand fans. You know, those fans, you know, you listen, you know, in church, when we used to go to, I still go to church, but when we used to go to church didn't have no AC in it, right? But we sat there for a couple of hours and we had the hand fan and we just fanning ourselves real fast. And so we, you know, while the preacher boring the hell out of us up there. But I'm just saying, you know, wave the fan and we'll be okay. Okay, we'll be okay. Are you with me? Are you willing to sacrifice? See, most of these businesses know that Americans have gotten soft. Really, we've gotten soft. We got to have a PlayStation. We got to have a 50-inch TV screen. Now, I got a 50-inch, but it's okay. Only because that's the last one they had. And they didn't have nothing else there. Okay, we got to have Coca-Cola. I'm telling you, nobody in Montgomery buy groceries for a month. Let's eat what's in the house. And most of us got a bunch of stuff in the house. You know, I got stuff that's been in the freezer so long till I pulled it out, didn't know what the hell it was. I'm just saying, you know, let's eat what we got. Listen, rather than make us suffer, we need to make them suffer. I'm just saying. Come on, who's this?
Come on, man, how you doing?
I'm doing fine.
When you look about church, when you say church, first thing pop in my mind, whatever you do, make sure it glorifies who Kevin.
We know who Ed. It's your time.
I'm sorry. Whatever you do like that, you got some good things. What you talk about? But whatever you do, never forget to glorify God. That's all I want to say. You know, have a good day.
All right. And now to get on the city council and the county commission for this so-called panhandling thing yesterday. Now that was pretty much a waste of time. I mean, I expected to hear that we're no longer going to allow people to panhandle, but that's not what we heard. We just said, well, we're going to give money to these organizations, which is good, which I got no problem with that. Giving money to these organizations is a good move. I got no problem with that. That's good. However, that doesn't change the fact. Anybody want to? There's going to be a sign up, a pledge on my Facebook page for people who are willing to join the movement here and don't buy groceries for a month and don't use their lights. Okay. Okay. I will change my mind. You can use the water. Okay. Don't water the grass. Okay. None of that stuff. Don't wash your car. None of that stuff. Only use a little bit of water. And let's just see if the bill actually goes down. Yeah, I got a couple of bills lately that I'm suspicious about. Okay, I'm suspicious about it. But anyway, now gotta take a break. We'll be back right after this. Okay, so are you with me? I'm starting this movement in Montgomery, and by the time this is all over, it'll be across the nation. We will not be used and abused because of greed. Okay, I mean, somebody tell me. Okay, so the guy's got to pay a couple more dollars for gas. Why in the hell does everything go up? Okay? I mean, the guy, what, 4 miles up the road growing chickens, now the chicken's going up. Come on, man. Something's wrong with that picture. So it is time to boycott buying groceries and paying mortgage and paying rent. Okay, I'm just saying you might want to think about doing that. I'm just saying. We got to make a change. There's got to be a change. Okay. And the panhandling thing, well, guess what? You know what I didn't see dealt with yesterday? You know what I didn't see? If you go to Detroit Highway on Saturday morning, you'll see a bunch of folks from Atlanta out in the middle of the road with a big bucket trying to get our money. I say they ought to pay for the privilege of saying Atlanta got a lot of cars, okay, a lot of people, more people than Montgomery has. Stay up in Atlanta and beg for money. Let us have our own beggars here. We got enough beggars here already. So, Mayor, nobody gets to come in this town, beg for our money. Okay, they're doing enough of that right now from Millbrook, Wetumpka, and Auburn and other places. Everybody's coming here getting a little money and then they're running back up there. We don't need that no more. Tell them to get out of town and stay out of town. Okay, they got money in Atlanta. They got movie stars and rich people over there in a place like that. Stop coming over here begging for our money. All right, run them out of town. Chief, yeah, send them up the road. We'll be back.
Sponsored by Blindster. Do you need new blinds or shades? Blindster.com offers custom-made blind shades and shutters shipped directly to you at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are easy to install and guaranteed to fit. Don't overpay for new blinds. Shop Blindster today and save big. Blindster.com.
More scattered showers and thunderstorms anticipated as we head into our afternoon today. Not rain on everyone kind of setup, but enough that I think that will string together some decent rainfall, not only as we head through the day today, but into the next couple of days. The second half of the work week does look a little bit wetter. It also looks to be consistent temperature-wise. Upper 80s, low 90s each and every day. A mix of sun and clouds when it's not actively raining and very, very muggy. And that's your first alert forecast. I'm WSFA meteorologist Amanda Curran on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
All right, where's the docket?
Morning, Montgomery. So far, so good. Still no major problems or accidents are being reported this morning that would send anyone on an alternate route. You keep listening, and we will keep you posted with the latest and the most accurate traffic conditions on the radio. Enjoy your favorite movies at AMC Festival Plaza Theater, then eat at the Bubbling Inn, Montgomery's newest restaurant. It's all at Festival Plaza. Taylor and Vaughn, a JLL managed development. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
You love your car, yes? But why are you not loving it with those tires that carry you and your family everywhere? Let Chico's Auto Pros show some love with our super savings on tires. Chico's Auto Pros.
Hey, hear me at my new time right here on the same great station. It's all happening every afternoon at 2, right here on News Radio 1440.
The City of Montgomery Department of Cultural Affairs is calling all creative minds. The department exists to engage, enlighten, and elevate a diverse, inclusive cultural arts community. They're committed to strengthening and showcasing organizational and individual cultural endeavors in our hometown. To advance this cause, they're seeking individual artists, artisans, advocacy groups, schools, and avid patrons of the arts. If this is you, visit montgomeryal.gov and click on the Cultural Affairs page to register to be part of Montgomery's creative community.
If you're struggling with weight and frustrated with dieting each and every year, Mark Patrick Seminars can help. Join the over 500,000 people who have attended Mark Patrick Seminars with weight loss results. Mark Patrick Seminars will be in Montgomery on Wednesday, July 27th.
After the hypnosis, I want to eat good food.
Since August, I can honestly say I have not had one potato chip.
It was life-changing for me.
And I don't think that deserves one. Bridget, how much have you lost now?
I lost a total of 83 pounds.
Holy cow.
It's easy, it's fun, very relaxing, and very successful. And I would just say go for it.
For only $49.99, lose all the way you want, 100% guaranteed. Wednesday, July 27th at the Hilton Garden Inn East in Montgomery. Seminar time is 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Registration begins at 5 p.m. Attend this program and find out how the power of hypnosis can help you achieve your weight loss goals. There's limited seating, so get there early. Learn more at markpatrickseminars.com.
Here's a question for you. Why is it that some people aren't as stressed out about the future as you think they'd be? Answer: they're probably among the millions of Americans who have prepared themselves with emergency food storage. from My Patriot Supply. If the worst ever happens, literally millions of American families are already protected from dealing with empty store shelves. Is yours? If not, go to MyPatriotSupply.com right now and grab some emergency food kits. At least one for each member of your family. These kits give you a wide variety of delicious meals that average over 2,000 calories per day. Everything stays fresh for up to 25 years in storage. Order your kits now by going to MyPatriotSupply.com. Your order will ship fast and arrive discreetly in unmarked boxes. Listen, this is something you need to jump on now, before the next news headline stuns the world. Go to MyPatriotSupply.com. MyPatriotSupply.com.
Almost 3 million people use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthy. I'm Martin Hook, and I invented Navage, the world's only nose cleaner that helps flush out airborne germs with powered suction. But what do doctors have to say about Navage? Here's Dr. Tonya Farmer, a board-certified ear, nose, and throat specialist.
Most airborne allergens and viruses enter through your nose. When that happens, it can cause congestion and irritation, and that just makes you feel miserable. You can get a cold, you can get flu, sinus infections, or even worse. Flushing your nose with a saline solution is the most effective way to flush all of those dangerous threats out of your nose. So now when patients come in my office, I tell them I highly recommend that you use Navage on a daily basis for overall good health and wellness.
And Navage is all natural and drug-free at Navage.com, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath & Target. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
This is the Sean Hannity Show. Join me every afternoon at 2 right here on News Radio 1440.
See what they used to be. Okay, well, I got a guess. I don't know where he is right now, but yeah, he may be here sooner or later. But we'll get him up. If not, we'll continue on. It's difficult to get people up early in the morning because it's a tough, it's tough getting up. Now I'm used to doing it, so no big deal for me. We're good. Anyway, so the panhandler thing, everybody gets. I see everybody there. I see Singleton, Doug. I see Audrey Graham. I see Charlotte Meadows. I see. Everybody's there. There was somebody there. Yeah, they were there yesterday. Calhoun and everybody's talking about the program. The program's good. I like that. But we've always had programs. These people. Okay. Now the mayor, who I like, I really like Steve. Okay, he's a Democrat, and this is something that's got to deal with. But here's the problem with Panhandle. The mayor thinks that all these people are homeless. They're not all homeless. It ain't called homeless. It's called a hustle. Okay, these are professional hustlers. Okay, they're not all homeless. So I don't know why it is difficult. For us to say no panhandling on our streets, or let's give them Panhandlers Row, where you can go over there and you can panhandle all you want to, right? Like on the freeway, headed to Prattville. Okay, and we lucky somebody give you a ride all the way to Prattville. We send them to Prattville. But it's a hustle. It's got nothing to do with homelessness. Okay, it really doesn't. Okay, it's a hustle. Homeless hustle. Hustle homeless. That's what this is. Okay, and I'm not against people who need help. We got all kind of agencies to do things like this. These people don't want no help. They want your money. And again, on Saturday morning, you go to Troy Highway and you can see them folks coming from Atlanta, and they got these buckets out in the middle of the road, talking about these for the kids. How do we know that? And what kids you talking about? How do we know these people are taking that money and giving to any kid? As a matter of fact, we got enough kids in Montgomery that we don't really need to give no money to nobody else. We need to take care of the ones that we got. I'm just saying, Okay, so therefore, I have given you the way to beat inflation. The greedy people don't buy their stuff. Okay, so are y'all with me on this? Okay, we're gonna 1 month without buying groceries, only eating what's in the house that we have right there now. Okay. All right, no money, no watering the grass, no washing the car, none of that stuff. Just be dirty for a month. We got to have a 1 month strike on everything that we don't need. Okay, everything we don't need, We don't need to be buying it. Okay? And I'll teach Popeye. You think I need Popeye's chicken? Really? You think I need the chicken? I don't need the chicken. I just be buying the chicken. I just be buying the chicken because it's good. I don't need the chicken. So, I'm not, I don't have to buy chicken. Yeah. So I'm trying to tell people how to beat inflation. Don't buy nothing for a month. No groceries, don't water, nothing. No. Okay. Hey, listen, my guest is here. Let me take my, see, he's coming on the end of this, so I don't want to get him in all involved in political conversation here. Good morning, who's this?
That is on Taylor Road, and behind Dairy Queen there is a shade, and we go and park on the street behind the Dairy Queen and Walgreens. And the other Saturday, there was a car parked there, a Lexus, and a lady got out, and she walked around, and she had raggedy clothes and everything, and she kept staying there all while we were eating. And so she would open her car door and throw clothes up on the top of the car. And finally, she put the clothes in a backpack and put it on her shoulders and locked her car up and started walking. We were trying to follow her to see if she was a beggar, but we lost her, and we just had to be very careful there. And the next Saturday we were sitting there, and a man came up, and he sat there a minute and stared at us, and then another man came up behind us, and we were kind of sandwiched in. So we left, but I don't know if they're doing drugs there or what. It's right on the part behind the new fitness center.
Right.
So be very careful in that area. This is daylight about 2 or 3 in the afternoon on Saturday.
Yeah, it's a hustle. It's a hustle for these people. That's exactly what it is. All right. Hey, appreciate it. Thank you. All right, my guest is here. Tell the folks who you are there, Mr. Guest.
Good morning. My name is David Graham. I'm the owner of Veterans Wellness Center of Alabama. We are a medical clinic who focuses on chronic pain management for our military veterans and the community as a whole. We also just pride ourselves on giving the military veteran a place to go to receive our pain management program. We do not use any medications, any kind of invasive procedures. It's a holistic, sustainable program where our goal is to allow the veteran to gain back quality of life, to improve everyday living with decreasing their overall pain naturally without medications, pharmaceutical products, or invasive procedures.
Now, do you need to be a veteran to come see you guys?
Absolutely not. Our services are for the community as a whole, but our emphasis is for veteran healthcare.
So the holistic approach, I guess it's good to be able to do that because medicine has a tendency sometimes to have side effects. Whereas if you do the natural thing, then I assume you let the body
decide how to use. Yes, because even aspirin has a side effect. Tylenol has a side effect. If it's a pharmaceutical product made by man, it is going to have a side effect, no matter what that medication is. So what we do, our goal is to, when a veteran comes in or a community member comes in with chronic pain, our goal is to absolutely avoid administering medications or an invasive procedure to treat the pain, because any type of pain is a muscle strength and balance. And if you mask that pain with a pill or a shot, you're actually making the problem worse.
Because you still got the issue.
Right, the issue is still there.
Feel the pain.
You just don't feel the pain. And what we do is we try to address the source of the pain, which is the muscle strength and balance. And we use different modalities. And I have therapists that use non-invasive procedures, almost like acupuncture without needles. It's pretty cool. And what we do, and we use this technologies to aid in the therapy to allow, because most military veterans have chronic bilateral joint immobility. You were airborne.
Oh yeah.
Right. So
I got some of that.
Yeah, exactly. So it's for us, it's exciting because the veteran community is plagued with chronic pain, and in our 2 years of practice, personally, I've only written a total of 3 prescriptions for pain management. 3 total prescriptions, and we have grown from 0 patients to nearly 1,000 patients total.
But how do you? And I guess I'm wondering, because I'm from the generation, if it ain't got a pill for it ain't right. So how do you manipulate that pain without?
Well, I'm glad you said that, because we don't manipulate the pain. Because when you manipulate something, it's really, what we do is we actually go to what's causing the pain, which is a muscle strength imbalance. Say for example, you have a lot of people, a common problem, knee replacements.
Okay.
There's a lot of knee replacements, right? what happens is, whether it's a veteran or a person living life, they develop some type of chronic imbalance, whether it's from being overweight, they twisted their knee, they sit at a desk all day, whatever, they work at an assembly line, they're doing some type of repetitive motion every day, 8 to 10 hours a day, nonstop. Or you're a military veteran, you jumped out of airplanes, multiple times. That blunt force trauma, your skeletal structure absorbs that energy source through the whole body. So over time, you develop micro tears around them joints, small micro tears, and then over time those micro tears get worse because what your body does, you don't stop, you don't rest. In the military, you guys don't rest. Active duty guys, they jump out of airplanes, they ruck, they run, they don't rest, right? So those micro tears get worse, the pain gets worse. Your body's doing its job. Hey, this area hurts. And so what we do what we do is we use the microcurrent technology along with therapy, because what it does, if you go to the source of that pain, that imbalance, you correct the imbalance itself, the pain diminishes. The joint gets more mobility. So therefore, the patient takes less pain medicine. They're sleeping better. Overall, life is better. They're not using a cane as much. They don't need the walkers, and that's what we're seeing in our practice. Being able to help veterans, community members just improve quality of life naturally. And this isn't, it's not a one trick. This is not a gimmick. It's, if you fix the source of the pain doesn't exist. That's the science. Yeah.
So this is not just for legs. This is for arms.
If it hurts, we can treat it. Neck, shoulders, elbows, wrists, we haven't done many fingers, but if theoretically you treat a finger, hips, knees, ankles, plantar fasciitis, the Achilles tendonitis. We've actually treated.
So this is from muscle. So in other words, if I need a new knee, that's probably.
If you got to the point where you doctor says you need a knee replacement, what our program we call prehab, where try to get to that muscle strength and balance, and then your recovery will be a lot more less dramatic, where you'll be back going quicker. Like we had a patient who needed a hip replacement, so he came to us about 2 months before the surgery, and 3 days after surgery he walked 3 miles.
That scares me. when they say replacing my knee, I'm kind of okay. Tell the folks who you are though.
Yeah, my name is David Graham. I'm a nurse practitioner. We're located here. I've been in Montgomery for about 11 years now. I'm from the Maryland, D.C. area. I have, just my practice is on Monticello. It's 5946 Monticello Drive here in Montgomery, Alabama, 36117. We tell the community, hey, listeners, please, your first one is free. There's no obligation. We don't need a referral. We don't need any money. Come see it for yourself. What we do, how our program is different from anything going on right now as far as pain management. We really pride ourselves in our results. Our results are our results.
Now, give a number where people can reach you.
Area code 334-676-2797.
Do that one more time.
334-676-2797.
Yeah, and the name of the place again
is Veterans Wellness Center of Alabama. Veterans Wellness Center of Alabama, and we, like I said, before the entire community as a whole, but we want the military veterans to know we are there for them.
Now, do you work close with the VA?
Yes, if the VA refers patients to me, so I'm in the VA Community Care Network. So if you're a military veteran, you can go to your primary care doctor and request to come to our clinic for pain management, or kind of physical therapy or occupational therapy as well.
Now, what if you're on active duty?
We take TRICARE. So as active duty personnel, talk to your PCM on here at 42nd Med Group here on Maxwell. This time you want to come try us out for pain management as well. We take all the major insurances: Medicare, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Humana, Aetna, Cigna, Medicaid as well. So, and we also do federal workers comp. So for my military veterans or my postal workers, if you know a federal employee, especially our postal workers, our VA police officers, and our VA nurses, our federal employees, even the staff at Gunner and in the commissary, they're standing on their feet long time, on our hard concrete services. I do federal injury comp as well. So if you're a federal worker, if you get injured on your job or you believe your chronic knee pain is due to your job as a federal employee, I'm an expert at federal workers comp as well to allow you to access your federal benefits to deal with those chronic injuries.
Okay. Gotta take a break. We'll be right back again with
David Graham.
And he is
owner of Veterans Wellness Center of Alabama.
And that number is
area code 334-676-2797.
And for the geriatric crowd like me, I mean, you can help us out.
One more time, it's 334-676-2797.
Okay. When we come back, let's talk about age.
Definitely.
And those things that naturally happen. Yeah,
Okay,
we'll be back.
definitely.
See, I try to hold on, my faith is gone. It's just another sad song. I think I better hold on.
You have a lot of interaction with the
Alert weather forecast.
You have a lot of feedback in the community.
You know,
I've been doing it a long time, but still, that's still,
and I'm the only black
so you're gonna have people that listen to it.
Even ones who don't like it.
And I can tell you, yeah, he was like, man. But that's hey, you know what, radio is it's huge. You know? Even if it takes 30 years to do it, out of here or just out of
I've been 20 years out of here.
Wow.
Other 10 years with another studio.
Man, impressive. Any idea? Do you have any idea how your listening rate is?
Between 4 and 20,000.
That ain't bad.
As a matter of fact, I got the highest
Brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker. On
because
News
with
Radio
AM
1440.
signal sometimes get lost. So with the streaming process, with people on their cell phones, internet, stuff like that, it's good.
Really? Okay. So you on XM radio and all that?
No. Because my whole thing about radio is, well, a guy who listens, and I do, a guy who listens to me in Seattle ain't coming on. So my whole thing, radio is about local. Yeah, so anybody come.
Yeah. Local market. So you do 3 hours every morning.
Mhm.
Wow.
Call today. Your exciting future begins at Trenton State.
Oh, you want a cup of water or something?
Sure, can you get? Actually, I'm good, man. I wait.
Okay, wait, I ain't got no bottle. Wait, just a regular.
It's all good, man.
Okay.
Old Ball Tires. Do you like living dangerously? Say no to Old Ball and Dangerous. For all your tire needs, Chico's Auto Pros, 239-9510.
Shannon, how can you let the people in Montgomery know about what Daddy does? You mean tell people he's a foot doctor? Yeah, a podiatrist. There's gotta be a way to spread the word about the surgeries he does and stuff. You mean like bunions and hammer toes? Yeah, and treating heel pain, burning in the feet, and corns. Like that time that lady had fungus in her toenails and they started looking better? I just want people to know that my dad, Dr. Brian Kelly, can be seen without a referral and he accepts most insurances. You should probably give them the phone number, 265-7585. Yeah, 265-7585. I just said that. Well, let's say it again. 265-7585. Maybe we should tell them our offices are in Montgomery and Greenville. You just did. Like us on Facebook at Greenville.
You know, I tell you, I would love to do something every month for a couple of minutes because we don't need an hour. Because here's the problem with radio: you don't want to give people too much because then they don't have a reason to see. So you give them the appetizer.
I would love that because I've only been the only marketing I've done. I've been on Roscoe's network and Facebook and word of mouth. I've done nothing as far as like I've been, it's tough when you gotta see the patients, build the business, and marketing is like, all right.
That's why I had my own computer business for 20 years. That's why I went on with those guys over there.
It's marketing is trying to find at least in healthcare, people are sick and everybody's in pain, right? So you have to. But the next level where I want to have maybe multiple locations, scaling, there's veterans everywhere. Man. It's just a matter of how do I, just continue to build the program I got now. We're growing.
And I'm the only veteran on there. I'm the only. I think I'm supposed to serve a couple minutes.
He's a vet. Roscoe's a vet. Yeah, he's a vet.
But somehow in the United States, I said, but it's still training. It's still hurt.
I know he. No, he did not.
But I'm the only
Hey, you know what, man?
Set the table
This is fun. I really, cause I know for me is I got to get the word out what we're doing. You know?
Systems can
And when you do that,
endanger
is by get up and promote and market. And
That's right.
hustle. And you got to keep hustling and grinding.
Prevent your system from failing by having your tank
Just
pumped
hustle and
every
grind.
3 to 5
Hustle and
years.
grind, hustle and
Keep a
grind.
separate container for grease and dispose of it properly. Use detergents low in phosphates and spread laundry over several days as to not overload the system with too much water. This message brought to you by the Alabama
So
Department
3
of
hours.
Public
So what
Health.
is what has been some of your hottest episodes?
Hey, hear me at my new time.
Well, since this is
right here
actually
on
the
same
South.
great station. It's all happening every
Yeah.
No, even it ain't about radio.
radio.
It's about
Okay.
Trying to hold on.
And good morning, everybody. Hope this day finds you well. I got to get Dr.
Nurse practitioner, Graham.
Nurse practitioner Graham. Okay, but a nurse practitioner is like what? It's like a doctor.
We're able to. Most nurse practitioners in certain states we can practice independently of doctors, but in Alabama we have a collaborating physician.
Okay.
Doctors obviously go to school for low end 8 to 10 years. Nurse practitioner is usually it's about 6 years total for nurse practitioner, unless you get like go and get your doctorate and stuff like that. But there's a difference is that they have a lot more specialized training during school, and they go to school about twice as long as we do.
Yeah.
But
that's why they make it to the doctor thing.
Yeah, it's definitely you gotta respect the profession. But we work together. Nurse practitioners.
Are you familiar with we got one of our commissioners is NP.
Commissioner Sankey, yes.
Commissioner Sankey,
yes,
right,
good man,
right,
good
right,
man,
good
yes,
man,
good gentleman. I had an opportunity to speak with him. He's a good gentleman. He's given me some advice as a young entrepreneur and just kind of been somebody I could talk to at times. Good gentleman, definitely. He's a veteran as well.
Yeah, right.
Yes,
yeah.
definitely.
Still a leg. Give people your name again and your number where they can reach.
Yeah, my name is David Graham. I'm a nurse practitioner. I am the owner of Veterans Wellness Center of Alabama. We are a private medical facility that specializes in chronic pain management for our military veterans and the community as a whole. Our phone number is 334-676-2797. Once again, that's 334-676-2797. We also help our federal workers as well. If you're a postal worker, you're a VA nurse, you're a federal officer, you're an FBI agent, if you're a forest, even the most people don't realize the game. Some of the federal forest rangers, they're federal workers. So if you work for the federal government and you believe you have chronic pain or an injury associated with your job, please call me. You have, as a federal employee, you have extensive benefits for your health care if your injury is job related. Please call me and allow me to help you access your benefits.
And give that number one more time so I can write it.
334-676-2797. We're located on 5946 Monticello Drive, Montgomery, Alabama, 36117. You can always find us on the web at www.VWC, We're also on Facebook at Veterans Wellness Center, Alabama. There's no Veterans Wellness Center, Alabama on Facebook.
Okay, wellness. Okay, talk about age. We know that pain is just a part of life. Getting older, you're gonna run into those things. Would it do me if I have because pain is pain means something's wrong.
Absolutely. In most cases, some of us, you're a paratrooper. Sometimes you got to push through some pain. You got to push through pain as an athlete. You're trying to overcome plateaus, being obese. You got to push. There's some pain that's being something called just out of shape, right? There's that out of shape pain you got to push through, right? But that chronic, when you stand up, it burns. When you go to sleep, it's numb. When you stand up, your leg goes weak and you almost fall. That kind of stuff, that's a problem. That's the kind of stuff that we can help you with at Veterans Wellness Center of Alabama. Our goal is to completely avoid any type of pharmaceutical product to treat your pain.
Okay, let me and again, one of the disadvantages of having a military mentality is that we as soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marine, we think of pain makes us look weak.
Absolutely.
And I'm telling you, fix it while you are young.
Absolutely.
Because in the military, and especially if you're in a SOCOM, you're in a special operations unit, anything like that, Rangers and all that stuff. I mean, 82nd Airborne, no pain, no gain. Well, that's good while you're young. but you're gonna pay.
Absolutely.
Okay, at some point you're gonna pay for it. So do it while you're young. It's a lot easier to deal with when you get older.
Yeah, and then Kevin, I wanted you have I really appreciate coming in. So I challenge your listeners as well. If you know a veteran or you know someone's in pain, I challenge you to give us a call. The first consult is free. It's on the house. There's no obligation. We want to show you what our results are about. All we're about is results in our program. We definitely want to challenge you guys. Give us a call, 334-676-2797. Tell me you want a free consult, and we can show you how we're different.
Okay, let me take a call for you before we get. Good morning. Who's this?
Good morning. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Hey, I hope I get the call back, but I just wanted to.
Yeah.
Give accolades to this veteran here, to this nurse practitioner. I appreciate you for your service, man. Yeah, in the Army, we were always taught pain and weakness leaving the body and everything. But unfortunately, you know, we're at the age that I am now, because I went in at 18 and I'm now 53. And, you know, like I said, I'm feeling it. So, you know, I'm one of those that injured my C2 through C6. And was, you know, in the Army, it was getting those epidurals and steroid treatments, you know, periodically and everything. And that's okay, but you know, over time, even that have an effect over your body. Am I right about it?
Absolutely, sir. And one thing, first of all, thank you for your service, sir. Thank you very much. It's important that you understand. I tell the community, my patients, the epidural injections in school, we're taught you should only give 3 forever, and that's it. 3 total, because the steroids, the side effect, they break down bone. It's called bone demineralization. That's a side effect of steroids. Yeah.
Yeah, I really appreciate that, man. And you're right. You know, at the VA, you know, it's not out of the norm for, you know, your nurse practitioners to actually serve and perform in the doctor roles. So they were shorter doctors. So it was not out of the norm for, you know, a veteran to be assigned a nurse practitioner.
Yes, definitely. Because we, as nurse practitioners, our role is to assist the doctor, and especially in the primary care setting, we want to, you know, it's being a kind of a, you know, because a lot of the veteran community deals with access to healthcare services, and that's as a nurse practitioner, we're there to fill that gap. And Veterans Wellness Center is the same way. A lot of my veterans just getting access to appropriate, effective pain management, and that's our mission at Veterans Wellness Center. No veteran should be in pain any longer, because we have access to technology and modalities that our results are our results. I have about 800 patients, and they'll all tell you, when they come in there, there's a certain way. When they leave, they're better individuals. Their quality of life is improved. So please, sir, give it. You have our number, 334-676-2797. The first consult's on the house. There's no obligations. Come check us out. We're also able to offer some assistance with claims as well. So please, everything we do is covered by the VA. There's no out-of-pocket expenses for any of our military veterans, as long as you're referred to us by the VA. So please, sir, come check us out. We're here for you in the veteran community.
Thank you. I will put that out. I'm a member of the Wounded Warriors group, and I'll put that out, and I will talk to Kevin offline, making sure we get that.
All right.
I think I've been to that Wounded Warriors group a couple of times. We probably met, sir, but definitely big appreciate your service, sir. Please give us a call. That's how we can help.
All right. Hey, appreciate it. As a matter of fact, so it's the Veterans Wellness Center, and the number again is 334-676-2797. Again, you don't have to be a veteran, you know, to come over there, but primarily they do help veterans. But you know, you can keep it old school, you know, and get over there too and check them out. They do take Medicaid. I don't know if they take Medicare. I don't know which one is. I can't really tell the difference between the two. But you take TRICARE if you're on active duty. Now, if you're on active duty, do you need a referral?
Yes. Okay. TRICARE, you need it, because I'm in the TRICARE. I take TRICARE as Women Network. For our active duty personnel, if you need, I know a lot of times a lot of active duty people, the personnel, they have a lot of turnaround on the primary care on base. So we're able to assist with that as well. But for our active duty personnel, we do offer primary care. Well, I will be, you know, pretty much be your consistent primary care provider throughout. A lot of our retirees that are retiring to the area out of active duty, please give us a call. We do primary care for you.
Okay, now you guys call it, but I'm out of time. But anyway, Mr. Graham, what do we call NP? We don't call you Doc. Do we call you Doc?
Dave.
Dave Graham is our guest, and he's a nurse practitioner, but he's the owner of Vets Wellness Center. The number again is 676-2797. 676-2797. Don't be texting it. That's a landline.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
absolutely.
Because you ain't gonna ever get nobody that way. All right. Thank you, Dave, for coming by, and we're gonna have you back.
Yes.
We need to do at least once a month.
Yeah, the community needs to know where I want every veteran. My goal is, I want every military veteran in Central Alabama to I'm here for you guys.
All right. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
WSFA 12 News Update on News Radio 1440.
Yeah, once a month we do this.
Man, we got my grand opening. It's gonna be in August. I definitely want to come back, man.
Okay.
They're giving up for the Central Alabama Community Foundation for the new Give Smart Montgomery campaign. The money raised will go directly to organizations that target homelessness, mental health challenges, and substance abuse. We've placed donation links within the story on WSFA.com. You can also donate by texting GIVE-MGM to 44321. The January 6th committee returns to Washington for another hearing into the attack on the Capitol this week. On the agenda, far-right groups' involvement in the insurrection, including the Proud Boys and Oath Keepers. Coverage begins today at noon. And this weekend, the state hopes to help with your back-to-school expenses. Yes, this is that time of year again. From 12:01 Friday morning through Sunday night, Alabama will hold its back-to-school sales tax holiday. It includes most clothes and diapers, school supplies, computers, and much more. You have a complete list on WSFA.com.
News Radio 1440 is WLWI AM and 95.1. This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Liberty Mutual Insurance.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez in New York. It'll be all about connecting the dots at today's public hearing hosted by lawmakers investigating the January 6th attack. Their goal, to show ties between President Trump, his allies, and various groups that staged the insurrection. Correspondent Nicole Killian.
Two sources with knowledge of the hearing tell CBS News former Oath Keepers spokesman Jason Van Tatteno will address the House Select Committee investigating the January 6th attack. He met with them in March and is expected to discuss his relationship with leader Stewart Rhodes, who is jailed awaiting trial on seditious conspiracy charges. He has pleaded not guilty.
The Biden administration says federal law takes precedent over state law when it comes to abortions. In cases where a woman's life is at risk, it's ordered all states to perform the procedure in those cases, even where it's been outlawed. Loyola law professor Lori Levinson.
Now, this would be something that might help with ectopic pregnancies or complications of pregnancies or things that are very severe medical conditions.
An Arizona judge has put a controversial abortion law on hold. CBS's Jim Krasula.
A federal judge in Phoenix has blocked a 2021 state personhood law that gives all legal rights to unborn children. Abortion rights groups said it put providers at risk of prosecution for a variety of crimes. At least 4 other states have similar laws in effect, including Missouri, Kansas, Georgia, and Alabama.
Ukraine is claiming a victory in the south. Military officials say they've targeted a Russian ammunition depot south of the occupied Black Sea port city of Kherson. The power of the explosion suggests Ukrainian forces used high-mobility artillery rocket systems supplied by the U.S. Lego has just announced it is ceasing operations in Russia indefinitely. Travel nightmares continue here and overseas, and Britain's biggest airport is taking tough new action. Correspondent Vicky Barker from London.
London's Heathrow Airport is capping passenger numbers to 100,000 a day to try to deal with staff shortages that have led to chaotic scenes there. That means even more flight cancellations on top of the thousands that have already been axed.
Japanese people have descended on a temple in Tokyo by the thousands to mourn former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. Correspondent Elizabeth Palmer spoke with a woman who waited with her daughter to pray.
He did a lot of things for Japanese people.
Did you want your daughter to be with you because this is an historic moment?
Yes.
Abe was shot and killed during a campaign speech last Friday. This is CBS News.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Visit libertymutual.com to learn more.
Ew, Dad, why are toenails so ugly and yellow?
Hey, it's James, and if you're like me and suffer from toenail fungus, please pay close attention. Let's face it, toe fungus is embarrassing. I was afraid to take my socks off and hid my yellow and crumbly toes from everybody. But nail fungus isn't just a cosmetic problem. It can also be dangerous. Even a small spot can spread and get worse. But no matter what I tried, it seemed like my fungus would never go away. Then I discovered Crystal Flush, the new FDA-registered at-home treatment. This unique two-step system flushes out fungus at its source and reverses damaged nails. Finally, me and thousands of others are free from fungus. And you can be too. Call now, and for a limited time, you can try Crystal Flush risk-free for 30 days. Call 800-764-9219. That's 800-764-9219. Eliminate your toe fungus once and for all, guaranteed. Call now, 800-764-9219.
I don't go back. I don't go
Or
back
visit
on to my channel.
crystalflush.com.
Oh shoot, man! I'm running over here.
President Biden leaves for the Middle East tonight.
It is President
I'm here
Biden's
every
first trip
Tuesday.
to
You
the
know
Middle
that.
East as president, but his 10th overall.
Well, you should come
Israeli
over here
analyst Jonathan
specifically for me. I mean,
says
you put me. I'm the first team. You put me behind. But they book me every Tuesday. I do an update every Tuesday. What y'all updating on?
The U.S.
We
wants
talk
Saudi
about
Arabia
it.
to produce more oil. The president is also expected to announce a regional defense alliance, including both Israel and Saudi Arabia. President for CBS News.
This country has a new poet laureate.
I like the lady who is the best. How they make it all look easy.
The Library of Congress says 46-year-old California native Ada Limon will begin her tenure this fall. She's published 6 books. Limon tells the New York Times poetry can help heal the nation, come whole again, processing the grief and trauma Americans have been through. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
And people in jail for a little bit of crap like drug selling. I am in jail all the time. And that damn medical bill. No matter what your pain is, defense matters. You hear what I'm saying? Anything goes for COVID-19. We spend more money on the protect yourself with a booster shot. Now recommend because once you got them, you're responsible for it. As soon as you are eligible, people don't realize completion of your primary. I can't go tell the judge. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech. You need to tell Kevin Murphy next time I hear him over that other station over there. I'm gonna call him up tonight. What you on 93? 93, yeah. I mean, I'm the king.
Every dollar spent up to $1,000. I'm gonna tell 3 times more points when you shop select. MVP's bonus day said July 11th to the 22nd in store and online. Exclusively Pros. Exclusive Pros. MVP's Pro Awards program terms and conditions. Details at Lowe's.com/L/Pro-Awards. Subject to change.
When it's time to get a new vehicle, Larry Puckett Chevrolet is the best place to find your new Chevy or a great used car. New cars, SUVs, and trucks are being delivered daily, and Larry Puckett has their largest selection of pre-owned vehicles in over a year. Check them out online at LarryPuckett.com or visit them on Cobbsport Road in Prattville. And if you have an extra vehicle, bring it in for an instant cash offer. Whether you're selling or trading, your vehicle will never be worth more. Larry Puckett Chevrolet, where the customers do the talking.
I'm Rocky Moselle with StarRegistry.com. Since we were children, we've been told to reach for the stars. It was great advice. Now it's a great gift. Name a star after someone. For $54 to call to 800-282-3333 or visit StarRegistry.com, we will name a star after someone very special to you and send an incredible personalized gift. The new star name will be recorded in book form in the U.S. Copyright Office. Call the Star Registry, 800-282-3333 or visit StarRegistry.com for the hottest gift.
Asthma symptoms can attack you.
Get the
like
news.
the city street. Now you can get fast relief anywhere with new improved Primatene Mist, the only FDA-approved asthma inhaler available over the counter. So whether you need cold symptoms at the park or at your kitchen table, Primatene Mist starts working quick, opening up your airways to restore free breathing. For temporary relief of mild symptoms of intermittent asthma, use Primatene Mist and breathe easy again. Available at CVS, Rite Aid, and Walgreens. Use as directed.
First, we decide where we want to go. Then we need to find the best place. Hi, my name is Adam Barak. I'm the owner of Advantage Gold, the highest rated precious metals firm in the country. We teach people how to own physical gold and silver. Now, we've won the Best of Trust Link Award 4 years in a row because we educate our clients on how to buy gold and silver the right way. We don't pay celebrity spokespeople millions of dollars. We'd rather pass that value on to you. Call 800-900-8000 and speak with one of our experts. We'll send you a free gold kit along with my latest #1 national bestseller book, The Great Evaluation. Call 800-900-8000. That's 800-900-8000. Get the best information. the best process, the best service, the best value. Call Advantage Gold at 800-900-8000. 800-900-8000.
Advantage Gold is not an investment advisor or a tax advisor. Consult your financial advisor for investment.
He's the voice of the conservative millennial.
Ben Shapiro.
The Ben Shapiro Show, tonight at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Depend on it.
All righty then. Okay. Well, time flies when you're having fun. Oh, here I am right here. It's the smallest studio, but it's the most powerful.
I brought you a tree.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. Okay, so we got 3 hours. Somebody grab that chair, and that chair, and we'll.
You want the door shut?
Yes, ma'am.
That chair back here. No.
All right, now. We have those headphones there. Okay, we're back. I had to get my guest in the studio. You know, when you're in demand, you gotta get people up here. Now, put on those headphones. Yeah, everybody put on set headphones here so we can all hear. You guys, for you callers, you just gotta wait a couple minutes till I get done with my fantastic interview here with my guests this morning. And they are from River Region Academy, right? Right, River?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Now I got 2 mics, so y'all gotta kind of like share one right there. Whoever the main speaker right there can use that one right there. So tell me about the River Region Academy. What's its goal? What's its purpose? And how long you guys been around?
We just became the River Region Academy.
Mm-hmm.
We have previously been known as the School at Sylvan, but we've changed our name so people would know that we exist outside of the tutoring center.
Mm-hmm.
And our goal is to educate kids and provide them with the education that they might not get in public school. We have small classes, and a lot of times kids can't thrive in big public classrooms. So we have up to 12 in a classroom, and our goal is for every kid to thrive and be successful.
Okay. I'm old school. I got a couple of years on me here, so I'm used to the old way that people used to do things. But I remember coming up, we had about 30 people in our classroom when I was coming up, and I thrived pretty good. Are we trying to make it this idyllic environment? Are we using that as an excuse so that people cannot get educated, when I think they did a pretty good job when I was coming up?
I think maybe the majority do find success in public school,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of
Well, not today, maybe. Well, I'm talking about in general.
But a lot of kids get lost, like they don't speak up. Maybe they're on the autism spectrum. Maybe they're just quiet.
Like my son.
And they just don't get noticed. And when we have our small classes, they can't really get lost. They're the teachers with all of them when you have 12 or less. And sometimes we have 6 in class.
You ought to learn something with 6 people in there. That's for sure. What are some of the things you teach? Just the basic curriculum?
We teach the basic curriculum. We follow state standards.
Mm-hmm. Now, you don't have Common Core.
We follow state standards.
Okay. I don't even know if that's a state standard anymore. Is that a state standard? Or you don't want to get involved in the politics of that?
Yeah, let's not go politics. Common Core, I could argue for and against it.
I love to have that argument with you, but we won't do that. We won't do that today. Now, it sounds good, though. It sounds good. Common Core sounds good, but we'll.
Its core premise is very good.
The premise is, listen, premises are good. The problem is application, and therein lies my issue with it. Because just give one.
There's too many interpretations.
Exactly. I went to my son's class one day, and they had on the board 8 times 9. Okay, I know that answer. That was good. It took them it took them 10 minutes to get to the answer.
Oh, no.
Okay.
That's not commentary.
I mean, they wrote these long equations on the board. I said, what's that all about? But anyway, we'll get to that next. So what grades?
We have K through 12.
And where are you located?
On Lomax Street, 4240.
Oh, over there off of Carmichael, off Carmichael.
Carmichael, Woodmere, yes.
Okay. I don't know. Recently, the Supreme Court ruled that the money should follow the child when it comes to school. So if a person going to regular public school, can they transfer to you guys' facility and let the government pay for that?
Yes, we have they apply for scholarships.
Okay. 'Cause I thought that they ruled that it's automatic. If you wanted to come over there, the money would have to follow the child. That's what the Supreme Court said. So
I'm not familiar with that. I do know we take scholarship kids.
Mhm. What do you think is missing in the education process today that has been a standard for years? What do you think? Why we got a lot of schools. We got a lot of schools. Why do you think we need so many schools, and why is it going? It seems to go downward rather than upward. I mean, education is the only thing in the last 50 years has gotten a little bit worse than a little bit better. What do you think?
That's a hard question.
Give me a soft answer.
Possibly teacher training. Like when you mentioned Common Core, it's thrown on people and they don't necessarily understand it. Maybe the culture.
It is my theory. Now, this is just me. Don't you guys get mad at me, because I know you guys are teachers and I understand that. But it is my theory. We are in the situation we are in school because teachers have allowed it to happen. Now, what I mean by that, if you go to a school with upheaval, where it's chaos, disorder, and you sit there and allow it by showing up every day saying, I'm going to get my check, you know what? You get what you deserve. Okay. Kids have always done what they've been allowed to do. If we have a standard, and I hope you guys have a standard, you follow the standard. The animals don't run the zoo. That's just a thing, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because somebody's going to be politically correct there and say, but I say, because if all the teachers went to the principal and say, you know what, we're not showing up in this mess. We're not going to work in this environment. You don't have to work in that environment. But everybody's scared of losing their job.
I don't think that's allowed in Alabama, is it?
It's allowed if you don't show up.
True.
Okay, I'm just saying, somebody's got to take a stand to get us back to education, to get us back to the just teaching.
And I can hear teachers out there now listening to this saying the administration to back us. And I can hear administrators saying the Board of Education has to back us. And I don't want to get into politics.
No, we don't. But at the end of the day, everybody involved in this process is a teacher at some point.
Correct.
And it's up to you guys to demand excellence, not only from the kids, but from your administrators. At least that's my theory. Because
Did you want to run for governor?
No. But I will tell you one thing. General George S. Patton is one of the greatest generals we've ever had. But if the NCO Corps got together and said we can't work for him, you know what they do to the general? No matter how good he is, they get rid of him. They get rid of the general, even though he's a bad son of a gun. If you cannot get people to follow you, then it doesn't make any difference what talent you have if nobody's going to listen to you. So I'm thinking the teachers, you guys have that power in my mind. You guys got that power. So, and if you're willing to sacrifice, it just doesn't seem like people are willing to sacrifice to do the right thing anymore. It just doesn't seem to. But I know you guys are. I got the feeling that.
Well, and our school stands above some of that mess.
And we have parental and family support too with that.
Mm-hmm.
Our parents are involved because they're making an investment in the time with the students.
But you guys have expectations regardless of whether the parents are involved or not. Am I correct?
Correct.
And if you don't follow the expectations, you have sympathy for the parent. Well, he's a drunk, whatever the case may be. But that doesn't mean you lower your standards because somebody has issues at home.
Right.
Okay, and that's what I like. Where you guys located again?
4240 Lomax Street, off of Woodmere, Carmichael.
Okay. Because I got a boy that's going to the 10th grade real soon, and I will admit to you that my experience in public school, it was the first year he went to public school, my experience in public school was just a little bit shocking.
We have slots open in 10th.
Okay, because it was a little bit shocking when we went over there. Okay, now, y'all don't do pickup, do you?
No.
Okay, I just thought
Sorry.
and
But we can arrange things.
Okay.
We have in the past.
okay, I just thought I asked this. Okay, so you go from K through 12. Okay, and that means that any grade in between you guys can handle.
Right.
Okay, and I would imagine you got a limited amount of slots.
Yes.
Okay. So you teach math and science. And,
Yeah, all the core subjects and then some electives.
Okay. Do you guys have a uniform? Is there standard of dress?
We have a dress code, but we do not require uniform.
Okay, well that's fine. But you do have a dress code.
Yes.
How about a hair code?
We've never addressed it as such.
Okay, because some of the weird hairdos that people wear to school now, it focuses on their hairdo rather than them.
Yeah, we just haven't had that. Our issue is the boys, and they need to know to remove their caps. I'm old fashioned. No caps in the building. Our biggest problem is cell phones.
Do y'all let cell phones in the classroom?
No.
Good. That's okay. We may be talking to you. And there's no way that a child in school who already has distractions, and especially you put females and males together, it's just going to be some distractions. But then you enter the cell phone. How in the world is anybody? Another thing too, we're becoming so dependent on these mechanical things, these electronic issues, that our brain is losing its ability to use reason and logic. We just don't. Do y'all teach logic?
Only when it comes into another subject, but not logic per se.
Okay, but you do teach common sense.
We try to incorporate that.
Okay, that's all I've asked for. So tell the folks how they can reach you guys, and what's the process of getting the kids involved.
Give us a call, 262-0191, 262-0191. My name is Chris White. A few of you out there might know me as Mrs. White. I retired from public schools a year ago.
What's that number again? 262?
262-0191.
And you're located on Lomax?
Lomac, Lomac.
It's difficult to talk about school without entering the world of politics, because it seems that's more important than the education of our kids. Again, I just want a standard. I just want you to expect, Now I'm not really into this staying up all night long doing homework. Okay, I think that's punishment. If somebody told me, Elkins, when you get home, you got to continue to do your job from the house. What? I mean, Finland, they don't do homework, and they're one of the best systems in the world in Finland. So it would seem like to me, if you send a child to school, you got order in the classroom, you think he doesn't have to stay up to 2 o'clock in the morning and do homework. I mean, I don't get that part.
Finland also pays their teachers a lot more.
Smaller country. Smaller country. What do you think the average? Salary of a teacher should be? I think it should be $50,000. I think you should start off at $50,000 at least to put up with somebody else's kids. I wouldn't do it. I couldn't do it, but I think $50,000.
$50,000 per child.
I don't know if I can help you with that one, but anyway. So again, the name of the school is
River Region Academy.
It used to be
the school at Sylvan.
Is that the school used to be on Vaughn Road?
Used to be on the Sylvan Learning Center. Used to be on Zelda.
Or wherever it used to be. But now you call it the River Region School.
River Region Academy, 4240.
Okay, and you go from kindergarten
through 12th grade.
To 12th grade. You feed lunch over there?
We cater lunch from Chapel.
Okay, but you got lunch over there. Okay, so I don't send a bag or anything.
No, but you can. You have that option.
Okay, I remember the bags of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches back in the day. Anyway, those bring back memories. Anyway, so give a number where people can reach you.
262-0191. My name's Chris White. I'm here with My coworkers, Laurie and Stacy.
Okay. Well, if my child comes up, you know who he is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Anyway, thank you.
Great. Well, thank you.
It's kind of hard not to get in politics in school.
It is.
I'm just so frustrated.
And I could go politics all day long, but that's probably not what.
Yeah, I'm just so frustrated with Montgomery Public Schools that I don't know what to do.
But I do like the new guy that they got, Brown, Melvin Brown.
Right, but he ain't did anything yet.
No, he hadn't been here.
He just started.
I know he
a
just.
week ago.
I know, but he still ain't did anything yet. So let's just. Everybody talks the good game to get the job.
True.
And then once they get the job, like Roy Moore, I said, why don't you get rid of the bad kids? Well, I don't want to send them home. So we want to take strychnine and put it in all the water rather than take the one piece of strychnine and dump it.
Right.
They won't do that. This political correct crap, we're more concerned. If your child comes to school, he thinks he's a girl, he goes to the girls' bathroom.
Well, you know, in that article now, some kid, I think he's 17 now, and he transitioned.
Yeah, right. Which is the biggest lie, biological lie that has ever.
But when he was 13, and now he's like, that was the biggest mistake. Why did they let that happen?
First of all, nobody in the history of mankind has ever changed themselves from one sex to another. Now, what's on board here, that's your problem. Yeah, nothing changed. So where else you got? You guys going to another station? Mix 103 or something?
Asian nations instead of U.S. He's even dumber than I thought. If it's even him making a decision. And on top of that, Wall Street Journal had an interesting piece out how our EPA has now announced that they may soon deem parts of the Permian Basin in Texas and New Mexico in quote non-attainment because of ozone standards.
From coast to coast, from sea to shining sea, it's the Sean Hannity Show.
All right, it's summertime, and if your project to-do list looks anything like mine, it's probably pretty long. You can stay cool, save up to 40% off site-wide at Blinds.com, and ordering online does not mean sacrificing style or service. At Blinds.com, they have premium selections of shades and shutters and drapes and so much more. They have outdoor shades. Just go to Blinds.com right now. Save up to 40% off site-wide. Up to 40% off site-wide at Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions may apply.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
It could be information to change your life forever. Or the Something You Should Know podcast, it could just be something interesting. Eve Paul, she's on the book called Hungry.
Identify yourself by what you don't eat.
Good
Food on social media is a social currency, but also a way to facilitate connection.
Join Mike Carruthers and guests for Something You Should Know. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
If you haven't switched to Medishare yet, 2 big reasons to at least consider it, and why it makes so much sense right now. Number one, inflation, which is just affecting everything. It makes sense to say, hey, you can actually save. Well, you can save a lot in one fell swoop when you switch to Medishare. The typical family saves $500 a month. Secondly, conscience. Medishare has grown for a lot of people right now. People willing to actually help people. And look more if you trust Medishare. It's been the gold standard for healthcare sharing for more than 25 years. It works, and members love it too. It has double the customer satisfaction rating compared to health insurance. So now's a great time to consider making the switch, and they're very easy to talk to. Medishare has great customer service. You can even get a price within 2 minutes. Here's the number. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Join Mark Patrick seminars and lose weight or stop smoking. Guaranteed for you $49.99. That's right. Weight loss seminar Wednesday, July 27th.
Sheriff, come by.
Time is 5:30.
Yeah, but we didn't have time.
I heard you this morning saying, "Shit, I'll never see you no more."
That's right. But he did come by though.
He comes by every week.
Yeah, he comes every week. I didn't know that.
Chinese, the Russians don't fear Joe Biden on News Radio 1440.
Alrighty then, our numbers are 860-1440. Let's go to the phone. Talk to, see who's there. Let me see here. Thank y'all for being patient. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. No, they go. No, I don't think they was here to take calls, so they just wanted to mark, put the information about them. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, I had the building used to be on Zelda Road.
That's what she said. Yes, that's what she said. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they are not what they are not what they say that they're doing. Maybe the franchise, that's what they're
well, they got away from, they got away from it and they doing their own thing, so.
Oh, they're not with, no, what do you mean they do now?
They really, it's.
So they changed, they're away from the testing center and all of that was under Silver.
I don't know what they call the River Region.
And they're no longer.
I don't think so. I think they're the River Region Academy now. So, but I'll get them back. They used to be Silver, but they. Yeah, I don't know.
But no, if you well know, Kevin, and anyone who truly knows me, I have very high expectations for my children.
Mm-hmm.
And I will have to sacrifice and do what I have to do to get them the appropriate education and teachers who really know what they're doing. And unfortunately, I paid out a lot of money. I made big sacrifices. And I had my child tested, one of my kids tested at Huntington,
Mm-hmm.
That learning center.
Right.
And I was very disappointed because what they told me the grades were, in actuality, those were not the true grades. My child wasn't doing what they should have been doing or learning, and they deceived me.
One of the things, and I'm with you on that because I worry about that. I worry about, especially you got a magnet school, but you take the GPA level down and enter that magnet school 2.5. Okay, then I worried about, do the grades really reflect? I'm talking about in regular school, do their ability? Yeah.
And I hear Marty all the time talking about how he had to stay up late at night, Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
Most people who put their kids in magnet programs, that's what they have to end up doing because they're looking at the child. If your child is on the magnet levels, academic magnet program,
Mm-hmm.
your child will be able to do that stuff by themselves, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We are the ones as parents or caregivers want our kids in the magnet program. And this has been going on for a long time. We want our kids there, but they have making good grades, but they're not,
Right,
they don't have
right.
the ability to be able to function on their own and do the work. The parents end up doing the work for the kids. So do you think that's beneficial?
Now listen, I don't know. I'd rather have a good C than a fake A. Okay.
Thank you, but that's what I don't like. Don't give my child. I have people giving my kids grades. Don't give my child a grade.
Yeah.
Some parents are satisfied with that, but I want my kids to be able to understand what they learn and be able to talk it and walk it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I see sometimes he talks to me. Now I feel like an idiot talking to him sometimes because What you say?
Oh, they all make you feel like, you know, when I was in the fourth grade, he told me I need to go back to school. He said because I wasn't doing the math problem, working it out the way that the teacher was working it out.
Right.
As long as we get to the same answer.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't care how that teacher told you that there are multiple ways to do problems.
Yeah.
But yeah, they make you feel stupid.
Oh well, but I'm over it. And listen, appreciate it. Got to take a call here. One more and go next break. Good morning, you on air.
Good morning, Kevin.
Yes.
Where do you get these people like the first guest? Did he pay you?
What's your question here?
Because it's a fraud. I mean, the guy has no relationship with VA. VA is not going to pay you to go see him.
So everybody's a fraud now. I mean, you know.
A lot of people even prescribe medicine.
Well, actually, NPs can.
That's my question. Why don't, if these guys are paying you, why don't you announce that?
Nurse practitioners can. Okay, I'm not gonna let you slander anybody's name on the airways that you don't have a damn clue of what they do. See you later. Good morning. Who's this?
Oh, look out, boy. Look out. Same thing. I ain't talking about schools, but same thing with the private schools. You know, how you know what kind of grades these kids making?
And you don't. Well, unless they get tested, and then by whose standard are we testing people by? You know, I don't know.
When last time you heard about a private school being tested?
Well, I don't think the private schools come underneath the school board.
Whatever. They might child smartest in the world.
Mm-hmm.
They never come along. They never beat now. They never beat now. But figure panhandlers now. What gets me, Kevin, is how is it that you are out here broke and down on your luck and you got a cell phone on the street? Who you calling on your cell phone? You got a bill with Verizon Wireless. I met a guy. He said, I got an account with Verizon. I was like, how can you do it, dude? He said, that's the way of business.
Well, it is.
So, if you down and out, Kevin, living on the street, will you have a cell phone too?
Well, I hope I get. I'm gonna need one to get that job, you know. And now you got prepaid because you got with the job I'm looking for. Hopefully, I'm looking. Now, Sprint has a thing for $15 a month, you know, prepaid, and you can use your phone. So, you know. So, I mean.
Let me tell you what happened to me one day.
Yeah.
General Dollar Store. This guy was sitting out there. He said he's hungry. So, I got him in the car with me. And I said, I'm going to take you to Wendy. You know, Wendy had that dollar menu thing a while back, a couple months ago.
Right.
So I was riding up to the traffic light. He said, I don't like Wendy.
Really? I'd have put him out right then.
I said, I'm used to say you're hungry. Let me tell you what he did, though. I didn't have to do that. It's so funny. I can't help but laugh about it. But anyway, this guy told me, he said, I don't like Wendy. I said, you hungry, you need anything. And when we got to the light, we had to wait until the light changed. He said, that's all right. We got out of the car. Went back, opened up on his spot again. I went back to the dollar store and told the lady what went on, and he had police running my way.
Oh, well.
You know, so that's what we stuck with.
Yeah. All right, man. Appreciate it. Again, let me tell you about the sponsor of our show, JL Lane Truck and Auto, jllanetruckandauto.com. If you want to go to the website, you can check it out. They got great cars at reasonable prices, and you don't have to worry about credit or anything like that because you can buy there and you can pay there. Okay? Talk to Mr. Lane, and he'll help you out. You got online inventory. All you can do is go to www.jllanetruckandauto.com. Okay? 334-272-4313. Ask for Steve. Online inventory. You can check it out. You can check the mileage. You can check the color. You can check the contents of the car. You can buy here. You can pay there. Okay? And these cars have been cleaned and cleared of all known, okay, issues and have passed a rigorous inspection process. So you don't have to worry about driving the car to the lot and driving the car back. Okay? Don't play that. They do a good job on these cars right there. So if you're ready to ride, You know, go 208 Gun Road at 272-4313. Give them a call, 272-4313. And if they don't have it, ask for Steve and see if he can get it. Again, that's JL Lane Truck and Auto, 208 Gun Road. Okay. When you go to the website, while you're at work looking at it, and I realize I got some people who are from outside the state of Alabama who listen to the show. Hey, they'll sell you one too. Okay. And if you're up there in Massachusetts somewhere, you might want to come down here and pick up that car because it's going to be a whole lot cheaper than buying it up there. Okay. Give them a call, 272-4313. 272-4313. That is jllanetruckandauto.com and JL Truck and Auto. 272-4313. All right. I'm just saying, what a great folks too. Okay. Anyway, gotta take my last break of the hour. We'll come back and talk about, well, let me take this call before I go. Gotta wait forever. Good morning. Okay then. See, that's why I want to ban the guy, but that's okay. I'm let it go. Let it go. We'll be back. Wait a minute. Somebody said we got a PTA for Lee High School now. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be the president of it. Oh yeah. Maybe they won't vote for me. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. Okay, so we got a PTA for Lee. I think our new board member has setting it up for me. Yes, I'll be the first president. I'll elect myself. We'll be back.
Alert weather forecast on News Radio 1440.
New blinds or shades? Blindster.com offers custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters shipped directly to you at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are easy to install and guaranteed to fit. And right now, save 45% off any order. Just use code radio at checkout. Blindster.com.
More scattered showers and thunderstorms anticipated as we head into our afternoon today. Not rain on everyone. Had to set up, but not that I think that's pretty good. And some decent rainfall, not only as we get into the day today, but into the next couple of days. The second half of the work week does look a little bit wetter. It also looks to be good temperature-wise. Upper 80s, low 90s each and every day. A mix of sunny clouds with not totally raining and very, very muggy. And that's your first alert forecast. I'm WSFA meteorologist Amanda Curran on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Well, Montgomery, right now things are looking good. Nothing's being reported by the authorities that would send anyone on an alternate route. You keep listening. We'll keep you posted with the latest and the most accurate traffic conditions on the radio. An equity loan or cash out refinance for your home may be just a phone call away. Call the company that answers their phone when you call. MCS in the company, 567-9000. That's 567-9000. Buckle up, front and back, it's the law. Montgomery Skywatch traffic. This is major delay.
You love your car, yes, but why are you not loving it with those cars that carry you and your family everywhere? Let Chico's Auto Pros show some love with our super savings on tires. Chico's Auto Pros.
There's nothing like hearing the songs you love on local radio with no subscriptions and no monthly fees. But there's a new bill in Congress that could stop the music. If passed, this bill would tax your local radio station simply to play the music you love. Text local to 52886 and ask Congress to support local radio stations. Help us keep you connected to the music, local news, weather, and traffic that you need each day. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Here's a question for you. Why is it that some people aren't as stressed out about the future as you think they'd be? Answer? They're probably among the millions of Americans who have prepared themselves with emergency food storage from My Patriot Supply. If the worst ever happens, literally millions of American families are already protected from dealing with empty store shelves. Is yours? If not, go to MyPatriotSupply.com right now and grab some emergency food kits, at least one for each member of your family. These kits give you a wide variety of delicious meals that average over 2,000 calories per day. Everything stays fresh for up to 25 years in storage. Order your kits now by going to MyPatriotSupply.com. Your order will ship fast and arrive discreetly in unmarked boxes. Listen, It's something you need to jump on now, before the next news headline stuns the world. Go to mypatriotsupply.com. mypatriotsupply.com.
Join Mark Packer seminars and lose the weight or stop smoking guaranteed. Only $49.99. Hypnosis designed to destroy unwanted cravings. Late night eating binge, boredom eating, stress eating, and stop smoking. This hypnosis is designed to destroy your desire to smoke without cravings, irritability, weight gain, or your money back. The weight loss seminar is Wednesday, July 27th at Hilton Garden Inn East in Montgomery, 9:30 to 7:30 p.m. Registration begins at 5 p.m. Stop smoking seminar starts at 8 p.m. Registration starts at 7:30 p.m.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
If you haven't switched to Medishare yet, two big reasons to at least consider it and why it makes so much sense right now. Number one is inflation, which is just affecting everything. It makes sense to say, okay, where can I actually save? Well, you could save a lot in one fell swoop if you switch to Medishare. The typical family saves $500 a month. Secondly, your conscience. Medishare members aren't forced to pay for things they don't support or believe in, and that's a big deal for a lot of people right now. They want their money to actually help people. And one more reason, you can trust Medishare. It's been the gold standard for healthcare sharing for more than 25 years. It works, and members love it too. It has double the customer satisfaction rating compared to health insurance. So now's a great time to consider making the switch, and they're very easy to talk to. Medishare has great customer service. You can even get a price within 2 minutes. Here's the number. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Hello, this is your Congressman Barry Moore. Are you a veteran in need of assistance with the VA? Do you need help accessing service records or disputing a disability ratings claim? I understand the red tape that many veterans face, and my office is here to serve you and would love to help if we can. Please visit my website, barrymore.house.gov, or call my office at 334-478-6330.
This message was paid for by the official funds authorized by the U.S. House of Representatives.
Join Mark Patrick seminars and lose the weight or stop smoking guaranteed. Only $49.99. Hypnosis designed to destroy unwanted cravings, late night eating binges, boredom eating, stress eating, and stop smoking. This hypnosis is designed to destroy your desire to smoke without cravings, irritability, weight gain, or your money back. The weight loss seminar is Wednesday, July 27th at Hilton Garden Inn East in Montgomery from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Registration begins at 5 p.m. Stop smoking seminar starts at 8 p.m. Registration starts at 7:30 p.m.
He's smart, witty, and fast on the draw. It's Mark Levin this afternoon at 5 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
Just read a story a couple seconds ago, and I never really thought about this before, but I'm sure glad I read this. Evidently, one of the things that's going on now, this fentanyl thing, there are people who are actually putting fentanyl on dollar bills, and they're laying the dollar bills down. So somebody will come along and pick it up. So just as a warning, I don't care if you see $100 bill laying on the ground, do not grab it. Do not pick it up. Do not do anything with it. At least don't pick it up with your hand. You might want to pick it up with something so you can wash it off or something, but do not pick it up with your hand, that dollar bill. And evidently this fentanyl thing is a serious issue. A deputy last week, I forgot exactly where it was, he came in contact with it, and within a minute, he was almost in cardiac arrest. So again, they got this thing now. They put money on the ground laced with fentanyl, and you can die from that stuff quickly. So don't pick it up. Okay, if you do pick it up with some gloves or something, then I don't know if you can wash a dollar or not, but you need to wash it off before you do anything with it. but don't pick up $1. If it's $100 ad, I might take a shot at it, but not with my hands. I won't. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's another scam. If you see money on the ground, let it sit there. And if you just got to pick it up, do not pick it up directly with your hand. All right, I'm just telling you. You might want to do that. Good morning. Who's this? Yes.
Man, those T cells must be working the way you shut down the Capitol slanderous kind of slash. He probably says a lot of racist stuff too.
Yeah, he does.
You can grow it like the T thing. You can grow up that, brother. Sound like well.
Yeah, that T test brought it out of me, brother. Yeah. All right, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I don't take no slack no more. I got my T test with Montgomery Men's Health, and I'm up there in the high T's. Good morning. Who's this? Ed, I don't know why you think we don't know your voice. Everybody knows your voice. Speaking of Montgomery Men's Health, do you feel that you got low energy? Do you feel all messed up, like you just, you toe up from the flow up? You had no energy? Well, it may be that you got low testosterone. And that's a chemical in the body that men have more. Even those guys who think they're transgender, they think they can play women's sports, where what we finding out that, you're not a woman, okay? But for those who are born men and want to be men, you need that testosterone thing working for you, okay? So you need to give a call to Montgomery Men's Health at 440-3663 for $99. That's it, $99. You can change your life. Get your energy back. Get that six-pack back. Do something. They'll check it out to make sure that you are functioning at a high level, okay? Again, 440-3663. So if you got low energy, low libido, you may have low T. Okay, there's low T, high T, and sweet T. I don't, the sweet T thing I don't know much about, but spend $99 and change your life. Remember when you were just a little bit younger, not so many years ago, nobody could stop you or top you. But now you're kind of like sitting on the couch and worrying about things and when you're going to get your next peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Hey, throw the sandwich away. Get up, go to have your stuff checked out. I went over there, and when I left out of there, they all wanted my autograph. How's your T so high? Because I'm the man. You go to look in the dictionary on the man, you'll see a picture of me. I'm just you might want to be like me and go over and get your check. $99 is all it costs. You've never spent $99 in your life that would change your life like this one will. Wondering why you're sluggish? You've been wondering why you just don't seem to get things done the way you used to get things done? Well, maybe that low testosterone. Go check them out. Call for an appointment, 440-3663. That's a landline. That is not a cell phone. 334-440-3663. Montgomery Men's Health. Do something that change your life. All right? 8:51 in the morning. Let me see who this is. Good morning. Who's this? Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, it's him. Yeah, it's him. It's him. All right, appreciate it. I would no longer be fooled by that. What else is going on? Okay, I did some exhaust. Now, so all that rigmarole yesterday about the panhandling thing didn't really. There was nothing to it. Nothing happened differently. So we're still gonna see them on the road. Okay, they still gonna be there, and so nothing really changed, right? Nothing really changed. Okay, so I don't know what we're gonna do. All these guys, now they want us to give money to some organization, which I don't have no problem doing that. I mean, that's what we should do. But to act as though this is going to change, no. The mayor needs to put their butt in jail or run them out of town. Hey, I got a suggestion. Take them to Prattville. Okay, take them. No. Or Pike Road, one or the other. They're trying to. As a matter of fact, Pike Road is trying to get more people out there anyway. So why don't we send them all of our and all people who are panhandlers are not homeless. They hustlers. Okay, not home. So remember this: there's homeless, and then there's hustler. Okay, these folks are hustling us. Okay, now if they would hustle a place, everybody. And I don't get. Everybody looking for somebody to work. So you can't. Unemployment rate is 3 point something. You can't say. So I mean, I'm thinking you need to show. You need to show me a list of places you had a job before I give anybody any more money. Show me a list of places where you went out and looked for a job, and then I might, I might give you something. No, I ain't giving. Nobody has no more money. I'm sorry. We're done with that. Okay, you're hustling, brother. I don't mind being a hustle. At least tell me. You need to put a sign that says, "This is my hustle that I can live with." Good morning. Who's this?
Hey, this is Marty. Real quick, look, you need to invite Fred Gray to come and sit down and have a talk with you. I think he'll respond to you a lot quicker than Kay Ivey will. I think that because he's north of 90 plus years old.
Right.
Civil rights pioneers are few and far between. They're leaving here. Even Jesse Jackson is up in age.
Yeah.
So Fred Gray is accessible. I feel as though to get in here and talk with him and pick his brain or what have you, you'll be blessed.
Well, I may do that. I mean, I never even thought about that. And my only problem with this civil rights movement, and again, I'm a benefactor, and I realize that, but we seem to hold on to that so much until we don't realize the only impediment in our way right now is us. Yeah. And
it's all about how you use it. I understand that you got some people that go and just irresponsibly use certain things relative to that, and they don't have anything to do with anything. But the civil rights movement, it was only 40 or 50 plus years ago. That's during our lifetime. Yeah.
All right.
So
I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna reach out and call. I'm gonna see because he over in Tuskegee, I believe. I think he lives in Tuskegee.
But he's come down to Montgomery several times. If I can help you in doing that, we will.
All right.
I think you'll be blessed. Or be glad you did.
Yeah. For posterity. Yeah. All right. Hey, appreciate it. Good morning. Who's this?
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
There's a few that try to pull themselves up out of the
Hey.
I.e., a BMN business. They say open up a business. They say go out and do something for yourself, invest in your neighborhood. And when you attempt to do it, then you get your legs cut out from under you. And
I'm gonna give it this guy.
Mr. Boyd
Are you
has
selling that
certainly tried to do that over the He's putting himself in position that they want you to hire people. He was just people that people to get his new business, new place up and running. And I've heard so many conflicts and stories about that. If you would you reach out to Mr. Boyd and see if you could bring him on and to clear up some of the questions and some of just tell people what's going on because people I talk to, they don't even know, what's going on. Then I hear conflicting stories. So, on his side, if you would, if you can get him on, just to kind of give an overview of what's going on with him, I think that would be helpful to the community.
Right, that's true. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll do that. Appreciate it. Okay, one more call. Good morning. Who's this?
Good morning, Kevin.
Yes.
Speaking of your panhandling, let me tell you about your listeners what I saw last week.
Mm-hmm.
On the highway, in front of Christopher Cream, up there at that red light intersection, the man who always sits there in his wheelchair.
Yeah, I know. I talk to him all the time.
And what's he doing? He's pushing his wheelchair through this spot that
I know.
For 25 yards, and he walks better than you and me.
Mm.
And I know not everybody out there is scamming like this guy obviously was, but come on.
Well, I see him all the time, and I always ask him, but yeah, listen, you can fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all the people all the time. It is 8:57. I got some more stuff to go. Let me take one more call. Good morning. Who's this? Okay, then. Enough of that. One more. Who's this? It's put him in jail. Well, that's true. But But people feel a moral obligation. To give people money that look like they need help, and therein lies the problem. Because I've done. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hey, I gotta get my times up. We'll talk a little bit more about this tomorrow. We'll see.
Your WSFA 12 News Update on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, I'm Bethany Davis in the WSFA 12 newsroom. Montgomery City and County leaders with a new initiative will help the panhandling.
They didn't do jack today.
They're teaming up with the Central Alabama Community.
They didn't do nothing. Nothing.
Directly to organizations that target homelessness, mental health challenges, and substance abuse. We place donation links within the story on WSFA.com. You can also donate by texting GIVE MGM to 44321. The January 6th committee returns to Washington for a hearing into the attack on the Capitol this week. On the